Welcome to the Coca-Cola pregame show. Now, here are the voices of K99.3, Mitch Columbi and Chris McGowan.
You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Tonight, it's the battle for Pulaski County as the 1-5 Winamac Warriors host the 5-1 West Central Trojans. This is Indiana High School football. For the last 57 years, we've experienced sports broadcasting greatness here on WKVI. For that, we tip our hat to Harold Welter and thank him for his dedication and service to local high school sports. Thank you, Harold, for all that you did for Kankakee Valley Broadcasting. We are so glad to be here this evening as down on the sidelines getting all the inside information from the field is our sports analyst, Chris McGowan. I am Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues. This is Indiana High School Sports on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. And we welcome you to Radabush Field here in Winamac, Indiana, 46996 as the Warriors are in a battle with Trojans tonight, providing us our entertainment this evening as Week 7 of the Indiana High School football season gets underway. A great day for football as we are set to continue the new era of Kankakee Valley Broadcasting Sports on WKVI 99.3 FM and around the world streaming live on WKVI.com. Chris, as we get ready for Week 7, another cross-county matchup is upon us, and I gotta say, it's games like these that get my juices flowing. We've got a 5-1 West Central Trojan team coming into tonight and a 1-5 Winamac Warrior team who have had a young group go through some growing pains thus far into the season. Last night in practice, you're going to like this. I heard assistant coach Mark Hendricks tell the team there's not a lot of love lost between them and West Central. He said historically they are the favorite against the Trojans, and the fact they are considered underdogs at home on senior night should be enough for any of them to get up and bring their best tonight. There are 5 seniors on this Winamac team being honored tonight. They are Michael Lamer, Zane Bell, Gavin Taylor, Garen Knoth. This will be, and Luke Dickinson, This will be the third time we have broadcasted Winamac this season. Each game we have seen, they've gotten much better, Chris, and based on what you heard Mark Hendricks say in practice from last night, what do you think we are going to see from this Winamac Warrior team tonight?
We're going to see inspired football. We're going to see tonight. Cross-county rival, the Tomahawk line. This is one of those games where you can definitely throw out the records. 5-1, 5-5 does not mean anything when it comes to West Central. So I'm sure that Coach Hendricks have used that being an underdog at home to the hilt tonight. So I look for inspired football from the Warriors.
As we look at the West Central Trojans, head coach Mark Hall in his 9th season at the helm comes off a 2-8 season from last year. This year, however, has been a completely different story. After starting this year's campaign 3-0, their first loss came in Week 4 against the Culver Cavaliers, where the Cavs shut them out 18-0. Since then, the Trojans have been on a tear, scoring 42 points in Week 5 and 56 points last week in Week 6. These Trojans, if allowed, can score a lot. We've talked a lot the last several Saturdays on the Sports Line, Chris. How happy we are for Mark. You know more about what he has been through the last 9 years. Explain to our listeners why this West Central Trojan team being 5-1 heading into tonight is really a big deal.
Well, they've gone through growing pains. Winamac Warriors are going through that now, but this West Central football team the last 2 or 3 years have been really young. It seems like they just get younger and younger, but finally that youthfulness has matured, and you can definitely see that in this 5-1 record. So again, they're able to put some points on the board with triple option attack. They spread the field from sideline to sideline. They like to create those natural gaps by doing that, and they're going to gash you. So you just can't key on one guy. And Winamac is going to have to show that discipline. We'll get to the game later. But they're going to have to show that discipline that they showed a couple weeks ago against North Judson and against this triple option attack from the West Trojans.
We look forward to bringing you first-class access tonight as we have Chris McGowan down on the sidelines hearing what the coaches will be directing their players to do and getting an inside view on what is really happening on the field as well. Follow Kankakee Valley Broadcasting on Instagram at WKVI Sports, on Twitter at KVB Sports, and on Facebook at Sports to the Max. We appreciate you joining us here on the Coca-Cola pregame show. Buy, drink, smile, Coke. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors as the Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report is next. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Your cooperation is appreciated. Thank you, and enjoy the game.
100 days of the artist's experiences, tracks, and concerts with the best names in music, all at Coke Studio. Drink, scan, and enjoy your Coke so you never miss out on all the amazing offers we're dropping this summer.
BP gasoline with Invigorate helps clean your engine and can give you more miles per tank. Continuous use may result in the following pleasant side effects: excessive smiling, feeling more relaxed, taking more drives just because, volunteering for carpool twice in a row, and bragging to your friends about how you use our best fuel ever. To find out if BP gasoline with Invigorate is right for you, stop by your local station to discover our best fuel ever. Versus minimum detergent gas, average restored 3 to 5 miles per tank, based on fleet testing and based on what you drive and how you drive.
High school sports brought to you by Zingo Express.
Cheerleading squad.
Who's in? Who's out? It's the Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report with Mitch Columbi. Mitch?
Thanks, John. The Pulaski Memorial Hospital has been serving lives of the residents of Pulaski County and the surrounding area since 1963. We appreciate them supporting local high school sports. Gavin Taylor for the Winamac Warriors is out tonight, as that's your Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report. Stay tuned as the Marian University Ancilla College Coaches Corner is next. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
It's the Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report with Mitch Columbi. Mitch?
Lauren is being escorted this evening by Brian and Chris.
Of K99.3. Mitch
has been on the cheerleading squad at Winamac for 3 years. For future plans on to attend college and major in elementary education, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Lauren Fidel. Also from the cheerleading squad, let me introduce you to Ruby Padilla.
I'm here with head coach of the Winamac Warriors, Josh Burgess, getting ready here for pregame. What do you know about this West Central team, Coach?
They're 5-1, much improved from what they have been. Give Coach Hall and his staff a lot of credit. They've played a lot of young kids the past several years, and those young kids now are juniors and seniors. So they've done a nice job, and they're off to a really good start this season. Run the ball really well. Like to run the option out of the flex bone, run some jet sweep out of that too. But they've got a lot of guys that get involved offensively and defensively. They're very aggressive. So, we're going to have our hands full tonight with them.
What have you prepared your team this week to combat with what you have seen?
We continue to focus on us, just, offensively eliminating the mistakes, making sure that we know our assignments and we execute our assignments. And then defensively, when you're playing an option team, you have to have option assignment, play assignment football. So you need to make sure we get the fullback, the quarterback, and the pitch taken care of. So we've stressed those things throughout the week. And then special teams wise, again, just making sure we clean up our mistakes and are sound in that phase of the game as well.
Is there anything you stressed throughout the week at practice that you're really hoping to see on the field tonight?
Just the consistency. And I've talked about that with you and with the kids all year. We just need to be more consistent for a full 48 minutes. And we're getting there. I think we made some steps last week. Besides the turnovers, we're really happy with those. But I think just the consistency of our play has gotten better. And we just hope to be consistent tonight. And if we can do that, we're going to be okay.
You mentioned to me yesterday that Wednesday's practice was probably the best practice all year. What was it that really stood out to you and the coaching staff?
Just the kids knowing their assignments, especially offensively, and just being aggressive and just really getting after it. So, we've wanted to see that as a staff all year, and it's starting to come together. So makes us excited offensively. Last night I had a pretty good night of practice. You got everything kind of wrapped up. So we'll see if that translates here tonight in just a few minutes.
Anything you'd like the fans listening to know?
Just appreciate the support. Hey, senior night tonight, so we're really excited to honor our 5 seniors, and should be a good night of football over here at Rowdy-Bush Field.
Hey, thanks a lot, Coach.
Yeah, thanks, Mitch. Appreciate the coverage as always.
Of course. We'll be right back after this.
Last but not least, for the cross-country team, let me introduce you to Mr. Corbin Wagner. Corbin's team is superseded by his parents, Chris and Megan Wagner.
Trojans, Mark Hall in his 9th season. Mark, what do you know about the Winamac Warriors?
Well, they're a team that's going to be physical. It's a county rivalry. We expect the best out of them, and we're going to bring the best we can do, too.
What have you prepared your team this week to combat with what you've seen from Winamac?
Just being physical. They're a team that's going to come out. They're going to try to run the ball, and then try to get some passes over you then after establishing the run. So we just got to make sure we're ready to go for them.
Is there anything particular you worked on throughout the week that you're really hoping to see on the field tonight?
Just hopefully it's we've watched a lot of their film, so hopefully it's everything we've seen and we practice, and we're just able to do the best we can to prevent some big plays.
Anything you'd like the fans listening to know tonight?
Just hopefully they're down here watching both teams play.
Hey, we appreciate your time. Thank you.
No problem.
We'll be back after this. All right, as we get set for Week 7 action, what are your keys to the game as a Winamac Warrior, Chris?
Get off to a fast start and be able to get off the field on third down defensively. I call third down defensively with money down, and you got to earn your money tonight for sure. Winamac. Try to force green outs and limit the big plays.
Now, on the other side of the field, what are your keys to the game as a West Central Trojan?
Take care of the football. And their one loss at Culver, I think they had 5 or 6 turnovers. So if they can limit the turnovers tonight, I like the chance to come out on top here against Winamac.
That's your keys to the game, sponsored by the Auto Park with locations in the Port, Plymouth, and Bremen. Today's broadcast is also brought to you in part by Marian University's Ancilla College. If you are looking for a place to continue your education, visit marian.edu/Ancilla. All right, we're going to move on into the starting lineups. Starting lineups on offense for the Warriors tonight. At quarterback is Cash Roth. The running backs are Jaden Jones, Michael Lamer, and Maddox Buzinski. Starting wide receivers are Jace Bentel and Talon Braun. Holding the fort down on the offensive line for the Warriors are Aiden Jimenez, Max Keller, Charlie Dissinger, Wyatt Wheeler, and Eli Matthews. Going against Winamac on defense for West Central, starting on the defensive line are Christian Hughes, Buzz Weisinger, Riley Jackson, and Tristan Sizemore. Starting linebackers tonight are Jacob Pilarski. Austin Bolin and Jaden Miller. The starting safeties tonight are Spencer Lemon and Zion Rodriguez and Aiden White. The cornerback tonight is Colton Tarr. For the Trojans on offense, starting at quarterback is Connor Marlatt. Starting fullbacks are Jaden Miller and Jacob Pilarski. The wingback is Jacob Pilarski. Wide receivers tonight are Colton Tarr and Chase Mitchell. Holding it down in the trenches on the O-line for the Trojans are Joe Jackson, Buzz Beiswinger, Max Scholes, Blake Hughes, and Zach Gilger. Going against the Trojans on defense for the Warriors, starting on the defensive line are Zane Bell, Wyatt Wheeler, Max Keller, and Aiden Day. Starting linebackers tonight are Michael Lamer, Talon Garner, and Tucker Fox. The starting safeties tonight are Addison Allen and Brody Wall. The cornerbacks tonight are Max Gearhart and Talon Braun. That is your starting lineup for tonight. We are set for kickoff at Week 7 of the 2022 Indiana High School football season from Winamac, Indiana. It's about to get started. We are so glad you've joined us here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI as we'll go ahead and bring in our sideline sports analyst, Chris McGowan. Chris, where are you?
Down here on the 20-yard line, south end zone.
There you are. Well, I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of the echo in our ears. It's just not going well tonight for us, and we're just going to have to deal with it. My apologies. And we're going to look at the scores around the area tonight as we look at for tonight, looking at other area schools' schedules for tonight. The Culver Cavaliers host the Caston Comets. The Cavs are 3-3 on the year, hoping to get above 500 tonight. The North Judson San Pierre Blue Jays host Triton. The Blue Jays are undefeated on the year and look like they are going to make a deep postseason run. The Knox Redskins are home tonight. Pioneer is making the trek to Community Field as the Redskins hope to avenge that close loss to LaVille last week. The South Central Satellites travel to River Forest tonight as Buzz Schoaf and his Union Mills Satellites hope to get back in the win column after a tough loss last week to Lake Station, as that's week 7 schedule for our area high school teams. And we are so excited to be here on hand. The clock is about 8 minutes to go till kickoff. And we're hoping we get rid of our technical difficulties. I keep hearing echo for some reason. I don't know if Chris, can you hear me down on the sideline, Chris? No, he's not able to hear me, I guess. Well, I'll tell you what, this has not been the best broadcast of the night for us so far. We're so upset we can't quite bring you the access we'd like to. It's just been a colossal collapse, but I'll be the first one to hold myself accountable, as this is not the type of broadcast I like to provide for the area at all whatsoever. We are so glad you're here, though, as the West Central Trojans are entering the field. We didn't get any of our pregame commercials ran. We'll try to catch that up for our sponsors. We sure appreciate them supporting us being here tonight, as they are the main reason I am able to be here tonight, and they are very important to us here at K99.3 WKVI. The Valley's number one. This is Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. We're going to get Chris up here and talk in the booth. We've got a backup microphone. We're going to be able to make things happen on our end. It's just been a disappointment on our end. So far, 0-1 tonight for us in the broadcasting department. But I've got Chris coming over here. We're going to get his headset on. We'll have a chance to chat and catch up and provide some entertainment before we get ready for the kickoff here in just a few moments. We appreciate your patience and understanding here on K99.3 WKVI as we bring in Chris McGowan. Sorry about that, buddy. We had some issues down there on the field. I don't know really what's going on right now, but we're just trying to figure it out as we go along.
Every time you'd want to come down to me, my mic my headset would cut out, and I wasn't able to hear you. So I'll just go up to the booth, and we'll do it from up here tonight. We'll go old school.
Yeah, we're going to go old school. We're going to make it happen as we talked about the area's games. I don't know if you had it. You probably didn't hear me. But let's talk about the looking at our other area schools again for the schedules tonight. The Culver Cavaliers, they're hosting the Caston Comets. You know, the Cavs are 3-3 on the year, hoping to get above 500 tonight. And the North Judson San Pierre Blue Jays continue their undefeated streak tonight as they host Triton. They look like they're going to make a deep postseason run, I'd say, Chris.
Yeah, they're poised to make that deep season run, but we'll find out a lot tonight about both those clubs with Triton coming to Liberty Field tonight. that looks to be probably the matchup of the conference tonight at Liberty Field with the Triton Trojans coming in at 5-1 against the 6-0 Blue Jays.
Yeah, it should be a good game as the Knox Redskins are home tonight. Pioneer is making the trek to Community Field as the Redskins hope to avenge that close loss to LaVille last week. We keep hearing about LaVille, and Knox almost made it happen last week. I got a chance to ask Coach Radke what they had done there at the end of the game. They did go for the win. They went for 2, so we can't complain on that. Good for him. A good try on that. They just didn't come up with the win, but close there between LaVille and Knox.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were surprised by that score, but it sounds like Knox went in, they executed their game plan. They kept the LaVille offense off the field for a majority of the game. The time of possession was heavily favored the Redskins, and that's exactly what you have to do if you're going to be successful against the LaVille Lancers.
The South Central Satellites travel to River Forest tonight as Buzz Schoaf and his Union Mills Satellites hope to get back in the win column after a tough loss last week to Lake Station, as that's Week 7 schedule for our area high school teams. We're going to keep it here as the national anthem will be played by the Pep Band here in Winamac. Stand by. Here's our national anthem. And you heard the Pep Band from Winamac here play the national anthem as everyone was standing proud for our colors. Chris, I'm trying to get my thoughts together here. It's just not been the best pregame for me. I'm so sorry. We talked about the keys to the game, the starting lineups, and looking at our other area schools. The on-field PA announcer tonight is Chad Watts. The clock operator is Andy Stepp. The play clock operator tonight is Justin Ruff. Aaron Ortell is the on-field trainer. Our officials this evening are Charles Breitenfeld, Clark Mikesell, Jason Schupert, Mark Terry Sr., and Mark Terry. Our sideline reporter, unfortunately, is now a booth reporter this evening, Chris McGowan. He'll try to get all access that he can from the booth here and getting scores around the area as both teams' captains are shaking hands right now. Going over the rules are the officials we just mentioned a few moments ago. It's a moment for the captains to kind of get a feel for each other on both sides of the field. Looks like the coin will be just here in a moment to be flipped. Captains have not shaken hands yet as the officials are going over all the rules with the players.
West Central has won the toss. They're going to defer.
Oh, well, they won it at halftime, it looks like.
The Trojans have won the toss and elected to defer their decision to the
I actually thought Mark Hall, if he won the toss, would actually take the ball there and want to establish that running game early on.
Well, he's evidently wanting to make things happen in the set, make sure he gets, maybe like you said a couple weeks ago, try to steal a possession at the end of the first half to go into the second.
Yeah, that was always my modus operandi was to defer if we ever won the toss. So, yeah, to try to steal that extra possession there right before halftime, knowing you had the ball to start the second half.
All right, so the coin has been flipped. The team captains have shaken hands. Winamac will be receiving first as we are set for Week 7 action here in North Judson. Tonight's kickoff is brought to you in part by JT Shirt Shack and Winamac and Web Printing. We sure do appreciate them supporting local high school sports and also for being our sponsor for the Tyler Roth WKVI Athlete of the Week. Don't forget to join us every Saturday morning for the Saturday Sports Line to hear who our Athlete of the Week is each week. Tomorrow morning we will be announcing our next week's Athlete of the Week, All right, the Warriors are entering the field. This is a game they really had on their calendar. They want to make it happen for the 5 seniors they have, Chris. This means a lot to the coaching staff. They explained to their players last night in practice. I was there. They really are taking this game very seriously. They want this win tonight.
Well, yeah, it's a cross-county rival, and one of the biggest games. Obviously, it's the biggest game in Pulaski County tonight, that's for sure. But again, a lot of folks here. Good. Nice crowd on hand, both for West Central and Winamac, and the Tomahawk is on the line.
Yeah, the Tomahawk Trophy is in the house, and winner will take all tonight as the kick is up and away. It looks like it's going to be returned from the 20-yard line up to about the 30. Now he cuts back to about the 32. That was number 5 for the Winamac Warriors.
Michael Lamer there.
Michael Lamer. Won't be the last time we hear his name this evening, I'm sure, as he's all over the field usually.
Yeah, and a big key for the Winamac Warriors. Maddox Bazinski here offensively is really coming into his own carrying the football. And Cash Roth, I tell you what, we saw him a couple weeks ago against North Judson, looked really good throwing the football. So this young Winamac Warrior football team definitely growing up before our eyes.
Couldn't agree more as Cash Roth's up front and center, ready to take the snap. He does. He looks like he's going to hand off up the middle. That's number 24. Looks like that's Maddox Buzinski, who's going to cut over maybe about the 33-yard line before he's brought down by a Trojan.
Actually, Jaden Jones, he's back in the starting lineup tonight. He's missed the last few weeks, so another big added bonus for the Warriors here offensively.
35, Tristan Sizemore on that stop for the Trojans. Picked up about a yard on the play, second down.
All right, Roth from shot. Or no, that wasn't Roth. Now it's back to Roth for a throw up the right side. There's the pass. And it got to number 24 on that pass. Jaden Jones to about the 49-yard line.
Yeah, that was the first play of the season that we saw Winamac run against the Knox Redskins in Week 1.
That is true.
The reverse throwback pass. So, Winamac coming out and throwing some trickeration there and picking up a big first down on this first possession.
So Roth takes it under center on the 45-yard line. Takes the snap under center. He hands off. Looks like that's Jaden Jones again. He may get 5 on the carry up the middle before he's brought down.
I tell you what, really, I'm impressed with how this West Central defensive front getting off the ball there. Jaden Jones just able to squeak through there for 4 yards, but this West Central front 4 really firing off the ball well.
Okay, Cash Roth up in front and center. 2nd and 6, takes the snap, hands off the left side. That's number 5, Michael Lamer, who's going to get the first down before he's brought down in West Central Trojan territory.
Yeah, just a jet sweep there. Michael Lamer, the wingback, coming across and getting the handoff from Cash Roth and picking up a first down for the Winamac Warriors right now. Doing a very good job of controlling this tempo. Actually, penalty on the play there. So I didn't see it till now.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Flag on the play. It looks like it's going to be on Winamac.
Yeah, holding against the Warriors. So it'll be a 10-yard walk-off from the spot.
Well, that's nothing you want to see happen. That's terrible news for them. Finally got into Trojan territory, and now they're backed up. It looks like they're going to be ball spotted on their own 45-yard line.
It'll be 2nd and about 13 here for the Warriors. West Central playing a base 4-4 defense.
Roth from shotgun takes the snap. He's looking to throw immediately. He looks left. He finds his man, and it's going to be intercepted by the Trojans as they're bringing it back up to about the 30-yard line, 35-yard line before he's out of bounds. That was number 5, Zion Rodriguez.
Yeah, and that pass was a little bit behind the intended receiver, Michael Lamer, and he got his hands on it and deflected it up. And tell you what, Zion Rodriguez did a good job with the tip drill there and tipped it to himself and was able to bring it in. So the first big turnover of the game goes in favor of the West Central Trojans.
Well, an unfortunate play there for the Warriors, but exactly what the Trojans needed as they are in Winamac territory now. Ball on the 38-yard line, 1st and 10, as Connor Marlatt, the quarterback, the junior, had a chance to talk to him this past week for our Tyler Roth WKVI Athlete of the Week interview, as he will take the snap. He keeps it himself up the middle. He's going to get maybe a yard, and the Warriors were all over it.
Yeah, it looks like just running a little midline right there from the West Central Trojans. Now, West Central, they go no huddle, but it's not a fast-paced no huddle. They'll get lined up. Coach Hall will take a look at what he sees from the defense and then call the play in from the sideline. So Winamac right now just lined up in a base 4-3. They like to play a lot of cover, too. At least they did in the past, but looks like they're playing just a 4 deep, 4 across in the secondary.
Marlatt sets his man in motion. He hands off over to the right side. That's number 2, Aiden White, who's going to pick up the first down and more. He's got back to the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Trojans. As there are no flags on the play, they are going to draw first blood.
Yeah, just a jet sweep out of that flex bone offense there. Aiden White going the distance from 37 yards out.
Well, a big-time touchdown run by White, as the West Central Trojans came into this game 5-1, and they show us on that play right there why they have had such a good season.
Again, the Winamac Warriors playing defensive assignment football with the triple option. The jet sweep comes back to get you.
Trojans going for 2. Marlatt hands up the middle. He's not going to get it as the Warriors are all over it. It's going to stay 6-0 here at Raudebusch Field.
Extra point attempt is no good.
Yeah, big start there for the West Central Trojans. It's exactly what they needed. Winamac, they wanted to get off to that fast start in my keys to the game. But, hey, give West Central credit. They forced the turnover, and they make Winamac pay. So 6-0. And here we are at Raudebusch Field, the Tomahawk on the line. Just a great night for football. Beautiful weather. Field's in great shape. Can't ask for a better time.
Oh, no, it warmed up a little bit today. I was kind of prepared for a little chillier weather this evening, Chris, not going to lie. But, yeah, it definitely is it's football time this year. I mean, it's definitely, when you step outside this past week when it was cold like that, it just felt like football weather. We will remind you, it is senior night here in Winamac, and the 5 seniors on this football team, we're so happy for them and hope they can get a win for them. But the Trojans are here to make things happen for them as well, to ruin that. So we'll see what happens as the Trojans are up 6-0 here in the first quarter. The Trojans are set to kick away. The kick is up and away. That's 17 on the kick, Austin Bolin. And it was dropped, almost pounced on by a Trojan, but the Winamac Warriors are going to pick it up at the 28-yard line where they will take over.
And the West Central Trojan getting up a little slow there, diving after that loose ball, just come up a little short. And that's let's see, that's Zion Rodriguez, the kid that actually picked off the pass. Down on one knee over on the sideline there for the Warriors.
So Cash Roth heads back out. He's ready to go. Looks like he is going to take this one from under center. Roth takes the snap. Hands off up the middle. That's 24 again. That's Jaden Jones on the carry. He looks like he may have 5 or 6.
Yeah, stepped out of bounds there, just shy of the 35-yard line, 34-yard line. So big pickup there on first down for 5 yards. And if you're Winamac, you like that. You got to stay ahead of the chain. So on second down here, your entire playbook is open.
So 2nd and 5 here. Ball on their own 34-yard line as Cash Roth steps up to the line of scrimmage, ready to take the snap. Sets his man in motion. That's Jaden Jones. He does take the snap. Now he hands off the 23. That's Maddox Buzinski up the middle. Gets a huge first down run to about the 46-yard line. First down, Warriors.
Number 17, Austin Bolin combined
Now, in the back of my mind, from what I saw up here, Jaden Jones actually went pitch phase on that. So look for Winamac maybe to come back to that. I wonder if Max Buzinski doesn't have the option of actually pitching that ball out to Jaden Jones.
Well, I was wondering when they set him in motion if he was going to be a part of that play, especially with that throw from earlier. All right, 1st and 10 for the Warriors. 8:30 to go here in the first quarter. Cash Roth under center. Sets his man in motion, takes the snap, he hands off up the middle again. That's number 23, Maddox Buzinski. Maybe get a yard or two on the carry as the Trojans read it well.
So, yeah, pickup of 1 yard there on first down. So, 2nd and 9 here. Winamac 2nd and 9 from their own 47-yard line, it looks like, left hash. So, the Warriors here methodically moving the ball down the field, looking to answer that touchdown run by the Trojans.
2nd and 9, ball on the 47. Cash Roth under center, ready to take the snap. He does. Pitches out to the outside. That's Jaden Jones running on the right side. He gets it to the 54, trucks a man over as he's still running into Trojan territory. He liked that one. That was Jaden Jones with a first down run.
Yeah, big run there by Jaden Jones. And, again, Winamac doing a good job of controlling the line of scrimmage here early on. The outside linebacker there for the West Central Trojans needs to do a better job of shedding that block and setting the edge and forcing that ball inside.
So it'll be Cash Roth under center. 1st and 10. Takes the snap. He hands off as he gets smacked. He hits hard. That's number 5. Michael Lamer on the run. Great handoff by Cash Roth at the last second.
Yeah, just a wing-back counter there by the Warriors, and that's always been a big hitter for this Warrior offense. And Michael Lamer there picks up the first down for the Warriors, so it's going to be 1st and 10 inside the 25, about the 24-yard line, middle of the field.
7 to go here in the first quarter. 1st and 10. Ball on Trojans' 24-yard line as the Winamac Warriors are knocking on the door. Cash Roth takes the snap. He hands off. A fumble on the play, but Cash Roth is going to pounce on it after he handed it off to Jaden Jones. It was almost stripped. Very lucky for the Warriors.
Yeah, very lucky that Cash Roth there was paying attention to what was going on and was able to pounce on that. So a loss there on first down. So Winamac looking here at 2nd and 13 from their own 27-yard line. Ball on the right hash.
So we'll see if they can make things happen on this play. That was an unfortunate one, but they're lucky they pounced on it as Cash Roth is under center again. Takes the snap. He hands off to Jones up the middle, who's going to get met by a big Trojan. That's number 70 who brought him down. Buzz Beiswinger, the senior. We talked to Connor Marlatt this past week. He said Buzz Beiswinger is one of those players everyone can rely on. He's someone in the weight room that gets everyone juiced up and ready to go. He's a definite leader on that Trojan team.
Yeah, Mike Zahner from Culver said with all the great linemen that are in the HNAC that Beiswinger might be the best that they've seen all year.
Well, we'll definitely keep an eye on Buzz as he's doing a fantastic job tonight. As it's 3rd and 11 for the Warriors. It looks like it's a Wildcat as Jaden Jones takes the snap up the left side. Does he have enough? I don't know.
No, it's going to be short of the first down there. So it's going to be 4th and about 5 for the Warriors.
Yeah, it looks like they moved Cash Roth over to the slot, put Jaden Jones in the quarterback position for a while. Well, I guess it wouldn't be a quarterback position, it'd just be called a Wildcat, I guess.
I look for Winamac here to either run a toss play to the wide side towards us to the wide side of the field, or maybe fake the toss and roll Cash Roth out here, try to flood the zone, give him the option of either throwing it or running.
Roth under center, takes the snap, he flicks it out to Jaden Jones, who's running on the right side. He's going to try to get the first down and more. He gets to the 9-yard line. It was the 9-yard line before he was knocked out of bounds by number 2, Aiden White. For the Trojans, a big run for the Warriors.
And they went with the former. The toss sweep to the wide side of the field there with Jaden Jones. So 1st and goal inside the 10 for the Winamac Warriors, looking to answer that touchdown by the Trojans.
This is exactly what they needed tonight for their senior night. They wanted to play their hearts out for these 5 seniors. They made it clear to the players last night in practice. As Mark Hendricks, the assistant coach, had a heck of a speech we'll talk about later. Cash Roth under center. Takes the snap. He hands off. That's Maddox Buzinski this time, who was met by a couple of, looks like Buzz Beiswinger there again on the play for the Trojans.
Yeah, loss of a yard there by the Winamac Warriors. So 2nd and goal now from the 10-yard line.
All right, the play call is in. Cash Roth is telling his teammates in the huddle what the play will be as the Trojans are standing by on defense, ready to go. Cash Roth waltzes right up to the line of scrimmage. He's under center. Buzinski and Jones out behind him. He pitches out to Jones. Running on the left side. He gets maybe to the 5-yard line. Reaches for the touchdown. A flag on the play.
You can mark him out inside the 5 there. Looks like about the 2 or maybe even the 1-yard line. But a flag came in late. So big call here on what this penalty is. And it's holding against the Warriors again.
Man, that is not a play you want to have happen there. That is unfortunate. That is 2 penalties now, causing the Winamac Warriors to go back after really good offensive plays. Those are the types of penalties you just can't afford.
Yeah, the penalty occurred on the 6-yard line, so 10 yards back from there. So now it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 16.
Well, from the 16-yard line, they still have time to make things happen. With 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter, plenty of space, really. Maybe this just gives you more room. Good excuse. As Cash Roth is under center. He's going to take the snap. He's going to keep it himself. He's rolling out to the left side. He finds his man wide open in the end zone. Huge touchdown, Jace Bentel for the Winamac Warriors as they strike 6-6 here at Raudabush Field.
Yeah, just a flag route there by Chase Bentel, and good ball placement by Cash Roth, and Winamac's on the board. Just like that, we have a 6-6 game with 3:55 left to go in the first quarter.
A perfect play drawn up, and Cash Roth made it look easy as Jace Bentel was just wide open in the end zone. It just was perfect timing, perfect placement. As the Warriors will kick this one for the extra point. And the kick is up, away, a good one. That's Connor Burton for the kicking duties tonight as he makes the extra point, giving the Warriors a 7-6 first quarter lead here at Raudabush Field. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Nepco Crane and Equipment Services, specializing in mobile crane service. Call Joe Nepp at 1-800-590-2272 for all your residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Well,
yeah, just like we had hoped. A nice, fast-paced action football game. You know, like you said, anytime you get 2 rivals together, you never know what to expect, really. And you know, these two schools. You know, Winamac coming off a lot of success. West Central not having as much success in the past few years, but the roles have kind of reversed. But again, all that's out the window anytime you get these 2 schools together.
Well, the Warriors will be set to kick away. It's Burton to do the same thing as he did a few minutes ago. And it looks like that's deep to return for the Trojans. Number 5, Zion Rodriguez, and number 2, Aiden White. Must be their fast runners.
It's nice to see Zion back after you know, getting injured there on the last kickoff by West Central.
All right, Burton's kick up and away. It's going to be returned at the 22-yard line. That's number 5, Zion Rodriguez, who cuts back over to the right as there's a flag on the play. He's brought down at the 30-yard line. We'll see what the flag is.
Yeah, I'm curious to see. I was too busy watching the ball carrier to see what the actual penalty was, but looks like it could be a hold. blocking the back.
It looks like that was on the Trojans.
So that'll back them up deep in their own territory now.
That's a 10-yard penalty against the Trojans. They'll have it 1st and 10 on the 21-yard line.
Yeah, 1st and 10 just outside the 20 of West Central. So, again, no huddle offense, lining up in that flex bone, looking over to the sideline, seeing what Coach Hall has to call, and all look down at their wristbands and get ready to run the play.
Yeah, that is interesting. They all have their play book on their wrist, every offensive player. All right, Marlatt sets his man in motion. He takes the snap. He keeps it himself. He's rolling out to the right. He's going to keep it. Now he gets to about the 35, tripped up at about the 37-yard line. He looked like he was going to use the option on that play, and I think that tricked the Warriors on that.
Yeah, just triple option there. Great read there by Marlatt. And the second option there picked up a big, 15 yards on that carry and moving the sticks.
So it'll be first and 10 for the Warriors. Marlatt takes the snap, keeps it himself up the middle. He's fighting for a yard, but dragged down by a couple of Warriors. One of them, I think, was number 55. That was Talon Garner on the play.
Yeah, grabbed the jersey there, just midline there by the West Central Trojans. Pick up a 2 yards on first down. So 2nd and 8, ball on the right hash as West Central moving right to left on the radio dial.
Marlatt from shotgun. I guess you'd call it somewhat of a shotgun. Takes the snap. He hands off to... I didn't catch the number, but the Warriors read it very well as that was number 15 on the play. Addison Allen, huge play for the Warriors as they read that running play easily.
Yeah, Spencer Lehman on the carry there for the Trojans. So 3rd and 8 here, so big down for the Warriors. The money down I talked about in the pregame, Winamac being able to get off the field on 3rd down.
It's an interesting offensive alignment here. I haven't seen this yet this season. What would you call this offense?
It's just a flex bone offense, pistol formation. Quarterback is about 3 yards off the ball there in shotgun formation, but it's just a flex bone offense.
Marlatt took the snap. He had to roll out to his right and throw it away as the blitz was on. The Warriors were coming for him. It's going to be 4th down as the Trojans are going to have to punt this one away.
And there we go. The Winamac Warriors getting that stop on 3rd down. Going to force West Central here to punt. So the momentum starting to swing in the Warriors' direction.
Coming up on the 2-minute mark here in the first quarter. Looks like that's number 7 to do the kicking duties for the Trojans. Felipe Bazan. The punt is up, a deep punt, all the way back to about the Winamac 30-yard line. It's going to roll to about the 27 before the Trojans touch it. It will be Winamac football on the 27-yard line.
That was Austin Bolin, 17.
Oh, 17, excuse me.
Yeah, Jacob Pilarski there, the long snapper, and nice snap back to Bolin, and a nice punt there for the Trojans. So Winamac, on their last possession, was able to take the ball down the field, even after committing a couple of penalties there. Was able to punch the ball in. So with 1:53 left here in the first quarter, the Winamac Warriors in control, 7-6.
I want to give a big thank you to one of our good friends, a big station friend of ours, Ed Hasnerl, for tuning in this evening and enjoying the broadcast. Sure hope you're doing well this evening, Ed. Thanks for tuning in. As the Warriors lead 7-6 here in the bottom of the first quarter, minute 53 to go. Cash Roth from shotgun takes the snap. He hands off immediately. That's number 23, Maddox Buzinski, who's going to run up the left side, try to get a first down, and he might as well have it. It looks like he's there at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, so again, Winamac on first down, picking up a 12-yard gain there by Maddox Buzinski and moving the sticks. So minute 37 left here in the first quarter. Winamac on the move again, ball on the 40-yard line, middle of the field.
Well, they're just rolling right along as Cash Roth waltzes right up to the line of scrimmage. He's going to take this one from under center again. He takes the snap. He hands off to Buzinski again, who takes a couple of hits before he's brought down. He brought the juice on that one. Brought down at about the 46-yard line.
Yeah, again, just a base power play there by the Warriors. Just a double lead ISO. And Austin Bolin there met Buzinski in the hole, but needs to do that at the line of scrimmage. Big open window there, but he actually caught Buzinski, and that's why he's able to pick up 6 yards on first down.
All right, 2nd and 4. The clock keeps on ticking. 45 seconds to go here in the first. Cash Roth under center takes the snap, hands off to Jaden Jones, fighting, inching closer to the first down. I think there was a fumble on the play. As there's a flag thrown, I don't know who came up with the ball.
Jaden Jones still has the ball, but I think West Central just thought he was down, but he wasn't. Kept those legs churning. So we'll see what the penalty here is. Might be an incidental face mask, maybe. No, they're going to call aiding the runner.
Huh.
Something you don't see very
often. Yeah,
often.
I hadn't seen that call yet this season. Aiding the runner. Boy. Well, and you can see Josh Burgess, head coach of the Winamac Warriors. He wants to get clarification on that call. He's not real sure what they were thinking on that play. I guess I didn't see what they were seeing. Well, he's got to take the explanation for what it is as the Warriors will trot up to the line with 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 2nd and 4, ball on their own 47-yard line as Cash Roth is under center, ready to take the snap. He does. Hands off up the middle. Jaden Jones cuts back over to the left side, trying to get the first down. But boy, huge tackle by a Trojan. I didn't catch the number, but he wrapped his leg up and kept Pilarski. He kept Jaden Jones from running anywhere on that play. It's going to be 3rd and 1.
3rd down and 1 for the Warriors.
And that's going to take us to the quarter. End of the first quarter, Winamac 7, West Central 6.
Well, we'll keep it here as today's broadcast is brought to you in part by First Farmers Bank and Trust, providing state-of-the-art banking with old-fashioned service. We thank them for supporting local high school sports. Today's game is also brought to you in part by Howard's Marathon of Winamac, serving Pulaski County for 43 years. Call 574-946-6894 and ask for Howard. We thank them for supporting local high school sports. Well, it'll be the start of the second quarter as this game has looked like every bit of the matchup we thought it would be heading into this week. I was so happy we had the Battle of Pulaski County on our schedule. As the Tomahawk Trophy is here on location, the winner of this game will get to take the trophy home. So it is 7-6 here at the end of the first quarter, heading into the second quarter. It'll be 3rd and 1, ball on the 49-yard line as we flip sides for the start of the second quarter. The West Central Trojans will be heading right on your radio dial. The Winamac Warriors left. Well, Chris, after the first quarter, what did you see from both teams that you're really excited to see the rest of the game?
Just a chess match, the game within a game. And, I look for Winamac, if they don't pick up this first down on 3rd down, to actually go for it. It's just one of those types of games. It's going to be hard-hitting, and it's going to come down to who can execute.
All right. Cash Roth under center. Warriors on offense. 3rd and 1. Takes the snap. Hands off up the middle. That's Michael Lamer who's going to get the first down easily and more. They are now in West Central Trojan territory. Ball on the 44-yard line.
And again, Winamac doing a good job of just controlling that line of scrimmage. Michael Lamer there hit the hole hard. Perfect timing and picked up 6 yards. Needed 1, picked up 6. So Winamac 1st and 10 from their own 44-yard line.
Well, they're moving the chains. Every little bit counts as they're hoping to score once again to go up 14-6. That'd be really helpful right now for them. As it's 11:30 to go here in the second quarter, Cash Roth under center. Sets his man in motion. He takes the snap. He pitches it out to Lamer again, who's going to get stuffed at the line of scrimmage.
Buzz Beiswinger there doing a good job getting lateral down the line of scrimmage.
Looks like,
and loss of a yard there on that carry by Lamer.
yeah, it looked like it was Beiswinger and also Christian Hughes on the play for the Trojans. Looks like the Trojans faithful came out in support of full force tonight, and as well as the Winamac Warrior faithful, and the pep band is here as well, and other seniors, as it is senior night, and this looks like the cheer block showed up. Another fantastic evening here in Winamac, Indiana. Cash Roth under center. He takes the snap. He's looking to hand off. He does up the left side. That's number 15 for the Warriors. Addison Allen before he's brought down at about the 35-yard line.
Tell you what, Buzz Beiswinger there almost tackled the handoff. Had about a 3 or 4 yard loss there, but give the Winamac Warrior credit. Addison Allen there breaking that tackle and picking up 8 yards. So it's going to be 3rd and 3 here for the Warriors. Ball on the left hash.
All right, 3rd and 2. Cash Roth under center. Takes the snap. Hands off. That's Jones who cuts back over to the left side, and he's met by a Trojan. That was number 5 on the play for the West Central Trojans. Zion Rodriguez with the tackle as Jaden Jones was trying to make something happen.
Yeah, had enough to pick up a first down there, and so a fresh set of downs here for the Warriors again as they just look to methodically move this ball down the field 3 or 4 yards in a cloud of dust here by this Warrior offense.
Cloud of dust. I like that terminology. That is exactly what they are doing out here tonight. So far, it has been mainly a Winamac-controlled ball game. They have had possession way more than the Trojans have, just without looking at the time. As Cash Roth's going to take the snap and hand off to Maddox Buzinski, who's going to roll all the way up to about the 18-yard line. First down, Warriors.
Yeah, Winamac right now has this West Central defense on their heels, and Mark Hall going to call a timeout to try to settle this defense down here for the Trojans.
Timeout charge to the Trojans. That's their first timeout of the half.
Well, we're going to keep it here as we thank Farm Fertilizer for sponsoring tonight's broadcast. Call them at 574-867-2441. That's Farm Fertilizer, helping to move the bar on yield and crop investment returns. Today's sports broadcast is also brought to you by Dairy Queen of Winamac. We thank them for being part of the community and supporting local high school sports. 7-6 here at Roudabush Field in Winamac, Indiana, as Week 7 of Indiana high school football is underway. We are so glad to be here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Our sports analyst, Chris McGowan, myself, Mitch Columby, we're so glad to be here for you as the Trojans are trotting back onto the field after the timeout. Looks like Mark Hendricks is giving his final few words to his offense.
When you go to the concession stand, tell them thank you.
And right now, if you're Winamac, no need to change anything. Just keep the ball on the ground and keep wearing this West Central defense down.
All right, 1st and 10, ball on Trojans 20. Cash Roth under center, takes the snap. He hands off. That is number 24, Jaden Jones on the carry again before he's brought down. Boy, they can't get much up the middle.
And Jacob Pilarski there actually a pickup of about 4 yards there. So, again, just a base ISO play for the Warriors out of that I formation. And, again, they'll take 4 yards on every carry that they can get. Keep moving the chains.
2nd and 7, just past the 9-minute mark here in the second quarter. Cash Roth under center. Sets his man in motion. Takes the snap. He hands off up the middle. That's Maddox Buzinski on the carry, who took a big hit before he was brought down.
Yeah, Zion Rodriguez again there on the spot. So 3rd and 1, another 3rd and short for the Warriors. You know, right now, obviously winning the down and distance here on 1st and 2nd down, are the Warriors keep putting themselves in 3rd and short. You like your probability of being able to convert that. Cash Roth under center here in the I formation. Jaden Jones, the I back, gets the handoff.
Handoff goes forward to number 24, Jaden Jones.
Off the right side there. Needed one, picked up two. So Winamac Warrior in business here. First and goal inside the 10-yard line at the 9-yard line. Ball in the left middle of the field. So Winamac again going right to left on the dial. Looking to punch another one in. Already up 7-6 with 7:42 left to go in the second quarter. And Michael Lamer going to line up at the I-back position right now. Cash Roth again under center. Ball loose. Fumble. Fumble on the field.
Oh, my gosh. The Trojans are going to pick this up. They're going to bring it back. It looks like he's cut back over to the 30. He's still on his feet. Now he's up to the 40, the 45, 50. Flags on the play. Now onto the other side of the field at the 30. Still running. The 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown Trojans, but there's a flag on the field. We'll see what's going on here. As you look across the field, the West Central Trojan faithful are on their feet, pumping their fists. They are excited right now.
Yeah, I didn't see what the... Looks like it's going to be a sideline warning on the Warriors, so that will stand. That was... looked like Aiden White with the scoop and score. Wow, so what a turn of events there with Winamac going in to score. Michael Lamer fumbled inside the 5. Aiden White was able to scoop that up and take it 98 yards for the score.
That's a huge run for the Trojans. Boy, a lot has happened here in the last 60 seconds. Unbelievable.
Yeah, Winamac again had it first and goal on the 9, handed off. Again, double lead ISO there for the Warriors, and Lamer's inside the 5, fighting for some extra yardage, ends up coughing the ball up. And Aiden White puts his second one in the end zone on the scoop and score from 98 yards. West Central going to line up to go for 2 here.
And they take the snap. Marlatt up the middle. And it looks like they're going to get it. I didn't see who was the carry on that. That was 44.
Polarski.
Yes, Jacob Polarski for the 2-point conversion as they make up for their last missed 2-point conversion. It is now 14-7 here in Winamac. A quick change of events. Winamac has had possession of the ball this first half way more than the Trojans have. The Trojans have had 2 quick scores, as this game is surprising if you're a Winamac Warrior fan, exciting if you are a West Central Trojan fan. A huge game for them thus far.
Yeah, what a turn of events there. I just cannot stress enough. I mean, that's a 14-point swing because Winamac was going into the end zone there, and Aiden White just Johnny on the spot and able to make a huge play on that turnover.
Mark's Body Shop in Knox is proud to be part of the broadcast this evening. If you ever need collision repair or semi and RV repairs, contact Mark at 574-772-7003. The Trojans will be set to kick away. We appreciate our in-game producer, Chris DeGard, back at KVB headquarters, making sure we are broadcasting out to you live. Thank you, Chris, for being here. All right, the kick will be up and away here shortly. That's number 17 to kick away, Austin Bolin. The kick is up away, and he's going to get it to about the 18-yard line. Here comes Jaden Jones. He cuts back over to the right side. He gets it up to the 35, maybe to 36 before he's knocked out of bounds. And he may be hurt on that play. He's staying down on the ground. Boy. Well, he gets up on his own power. He looks like he's okay, as it will be Winamac ball.
Yeah, it's like he just may have taken a helmet there to the thigh.
All right. Looks like he's being helped off the side of the field.
Yeah, just a little bit of a limp there. It's like he may have just taken a shot to the thigh there. So,
all right, 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Roth takes the snap. He hands off up the middle. That looks like it's Maddox Buzinski who's going to rumble away around and get him maybe the first down. Boy, he got twisted around 3 or 4 times, but he gained 3 yards out of the play as he's going to get into Trojan territory on the 48-yard line.
Again, another big run. Winamac has controlled the time of possession here, but the all-important stat, the score, down 14-7 with 6:40 here left to go in the second quarter.
All right, Cash Roth up at the line of scrimmage. Takes the snap, he hands off. That's
Buzinski there.
Buzinski again, but he's met by a couple of Trojans. They're going to stop him at the line of scrimmage.
So a pickup of 1 there on first down, 2nd and 9 here for the Warriors.
And Buzinski come up shook on that play as well, as Max Gearhart will now enter the field, as well as Luke Dickinson, the senior. Buzinski hobbled on the play. The trainers will have to look at him and Jaden Jones. Both running backs are out right now with looks like a right ankle injury. That's upsetting news for the Warriors as Cash Roth is in shotgun, takes the snap, he's looking to throw. He does. Deep throw on the right side, and it's going to be picked off by number 2, Aiden White. And Michael Lamer was upset with that one, but just couldn't quite get to it quick enough as the Trojans are going to come up with another turnover.
Yeah, Aiden White there has a fumble recovery, has 2 touchdowns, and now an interception. So, and we're not even through the first half, and he's already padded the stats.
Yeah. We've called his name quite a bit as the Trojans have all the energy on their side of the field right now. They're waiting for the call from Mark Hall as Connor Marlatt is out there ready to under center to take the snap. He yells his play over to his wide receivers. All right. Sets his man in motion, takes the snap, fake hands off, then he hands off up the middle to number 14, I believe that was, Spencer Lehman on the carry. He got maybe 1 or 2 on the carry before the Warriors were all over it.
Yeah, just the West Central Trojan version of the wingback counter there.
Well, the Warriors are not out of this game. They're only behind a touchdown, so as much as happened to the Warriors with penalties and turnovers, they're still well within this game. There is no reason that they should be deflated as this game is well in reach for the Warriors as the Trojans are knocking on the door. They keep on coming. Connor Marlatt takes the snap. Looks like he's going to keep it himself. He rolls up to the left side. Now he gets to the 40, the 35, now the 50, now the 45-40. Tripped up out of bounds at about the 36. I got jumbled with my yards there. But a huge run by Connor Marlatt, Chris.
Yeah, just a triple option there. Did a good job of reading that. And we've got a West Central Trojan down here. Actually, there's a penalty flag on the 40-yard line. So it looks like this play will be coming back. Holding against the West Central Trojans.
Well, a penalty that needed to happen for the Winamac Warriors. They've been waiting on something like that for quite a while. That's the first penalty this evening, I believe. Well, no, the second one on the Trojans. They had one earlier. But Zach
Gilger for the West Central Trojans being helped off the field there. The junior, 5'11", 160-pound offensive lineman.
Well, all that hard work by Marlatt for nothing as he's back on his own 29-yard line. All right, waiting for the call. Connor Marlatt looks at his playbook on his wrist. Now he's ready. Sets his man in motion, takes the snap, he hands off to the right side. That's number 2, Aiden White, who cuts back over to the left side. Now he gets to the 30, 35, 40. Now he's looking at the 50. Knocked out of bounds at about the 48-yard line by Michael Lamer, and there's a flag on the play, a huge hit by Michael.
Yeah, penalty flag came in late there. So, again, Aiden White, that was a jet sweep towards the wide side of the field, towards us, and he puts his right foot in the ground and cuts it back all the way to the left side of the field and gets knocked out of bounds. And it looks like we have a targeting call against the Winamac Warriors. So that looks like it may add on another 15 yards to the end of this run.
That'll be a 15-yard mark off against the Warriors for the end of the play. And a Trojan first down.
Boy, they are rolling the chains all the way down. It looks like that's going to be at Winamac's 34-yard line. 39-yard line, 39-yard line.
So, again, the Trojans at the line of scrimmage getting the play call from Coach Hall. Everybody looks at their play call sheet on their wrist.
Okay, Marlatt ready to take the snap, sets his man in motion. He does, and there's a whistle on the play.
False start.
Pending the procedure, the call against the Trojans. That'll back them up 5 yards. First down. The announcer for the Culver last Friday night. Ball went across the 50 to the 44-yard line.
I have a score update from Liberty Field. Triton 7, North Judson 0 with 7:35 left to go in the first quarter.
Interesting. All right, Marlatt waiting to get his call from head coach Mark Hall. He gets it, takes the snap.
Got Pilarski there.
Handoff goes to number 44, Jacob Pilarski.
Pickup of about 3 yards there on first down. So it's going to be second and 12 for the West Central Trojans with 4:18 left to go in the second quarter. Remember, West Central gets the ball to start the second half.
(14-7) is the Trojans lead here with 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. As Marlatt takes the snap, he keeps it himself, dances around, but he's met by a Winamac Warrior. That's number 70 on the play. Wyatt Wheeler with a huge tackle, and it's going to be a loss. 3rd and 12 for the Trojans.
Look for West Central here to roll Marlatt out toward the wide side of the field here and run some kind of a flood combination here. Give him the option of just reading half the field. And actually, it looks like Mark Hall is going to let the clock run down and call a timeout. Talk this over on 3rd and 12.
Well, Mark Hall in his 9th season, from what I've been told, hasn't had quite the success as he's had this year. And if anyone in the area has been following the West Central Trojans, you got to tip your hat to them as they deserve it. Mark Hall worked his butt off to get this far in 9 years. And they are in control here at Rowdebush Field, 14-7 with the ball. 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter. If you're Mark Hall, Chris, you've got to be pretty happy with your Trojans so far.
Well, yeah, I mean, offensively, this is the longest they've possessed the ball here in the first half. Everything's come on a big play. Their second play from scrimmage, they run a jet sweep. Aiden White takes it to the house from 37 yards out. Their other score comes on a scoop and score by Aiden White from 98 yards away. So, again, Winamac has done a great job of possessing the football only to turn it over at inopportune times.
Yeah.
So, again, this game kind of hard to get a feel for how it's going. Really, I mean, it's the ebbs and flows are just back and forth.
All right, Marlatt's ready to take the snap. He's got the call from his coach. Takes the snap. He fake hand. Oh, no, he does hand off up the middle. He's going to get a couple of yards before he's brought down. That was Jacob Pilarski on the carry for a couple.
And the Winamac Warriors going to take a timeout here. So 4th and 8 for the West Central Trojans, and Winamac going to take a timeout, their first timeout of the first half.
Timeout charge to the Warriors. That's our first charge timeout.
Well, today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Culver Portside Marina. They can make sure your boat is ready for the winter. If you need help storing or winterizing your watercraft, call Glenn Bailey at 574-842-5000. Huge timeout here for the Winamac Warriors. They want to finish the half off strong. I think that's why, in fact, they did call the timeout to get as much time as they can here for Cash Roth and company to come out here and score some points to end the first half the way they want it. Now, remember, Mark Hall and the Trojans deferred, so they will be getting the ball to start the second half. So if you're the Winamac Warriors, you really want to score here before the end of the first half.
Well, you got to get a stop first because it's 4th and 8, and West Central has their offense on the field.
They are going to go for it. Unbelievable. Here we go. 4th and 8, ball on Winamac's 32-yard line as Connor Marlatt sets his man in motion. He takes the snap. He hands off. That looks like that's Aiden White, who's running out to the right side. There's a flag on the play. He tries to dance around, but there the Warriors are to bring him down, number 8 and number 45. That was Brody Wall, and Aiden Day on the tackle for the Warriors. A huge stop for them.
Yeah, penalty flag on the field. It's going to be a hold against West Central Trojans, but Winamac will decline this and take the result of the play because he did not pick up a first down.
Oh, good for them. Well, they are going to turn over on downs as the Winamac Warriors will take over. Change of possession here. Just under 3 minutes to go here in the first half. 14-7 as the West Central Trojans lead the Winamac Warriors.
So 2:57 left to go in the second quarter. Winamac with the ball on their own 29-yard line with 2 timeouts.
All right, he takes the snap but doesn't get much on the play, maybe just a few yards. As it'll be 2nd and 6 here. It'll be 2nd and 6. Clock keeps on ticking with 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go. All right, 2:20 to go. Cash Roth takes the snap. He hands off. That looks like that is Jaden Jones, I think, on the carry. And he's going to be pushed back to about the 33-yard line.
24 Jaden Jones on the carry. 66 Ronald Jackson. 70 Buzz Weisswinger on the stop.
Oh, the clock keeps on ticking. Minute 45 to go. Cash Roth takes the snap, keeps it himself. He's looking to throw out to his left side, and it almost was intercepted again. His intended receiver was number 33 for the Warriors. That was Tucker Fox, almost intercepted by the Trojans. Huge play that would have been for them, but the Warriors get lucky as they are going to continue out on the field for 4th down. They've got 3 yards to go to try to make something happen here.
4th down for the Warriors. Ball at the 36-yard line.
Cash Roth from shotgun, deep shotgun. Takes the snap. Oh, he's going to punt it. Excuse me. Flag on the play. The punt goes into Trojan territory. It falls down and rolls all the way to about the 20. Another flag on the play. So 2 flags on the play. We'll see what happened here.
Down about the 28-yard line, but there's 2 penalty flags on the play.
Yeah, we'll see exactly what the play call or what the call is here, as all the officials are communicating what they saw. All right, it looks like one's a false start, and another one was on the Trojans there, Chris. Did you hear that?
Yeah, so it's like they will offset. So, yeah, false start against decline.
The false start against the Warriors has been returned, and the holding call against the Trojans will be accepted.
Okay.
First time I've ever seen a false start penalty decline and a holding penalty accepted. Kind of a weird situation.
Yeah, I was a little befuddled there. I really wasn't sure what to say. That's why I was kind of quiet there on the sidelines. The refs had a couple of calls there. Wasn't sure what was going on.
Something you see very often, that's for sure.
Result of the penalty backs the ball up to about the 18-yard line. That's where the Trojans take over first and 10.
At halftime, I'm Coach Burgess here going into the locker room.
All right, we appreciate Chris McGowan down on the sidelines getting all the inside information as Connor Marlatt hands off up the middle. They're going to get maybe 6 on the carry as it will be second down for the Trojans.
It's like about a 7-yard gain.
Yeah, West Central here, I think she's trying to get out of this first half. 14-7 lead. Got a minute 9 left to go in the second quarter. They got one timeout. And pretty much have about 75 yards for a score. So I think just trying to turn the ball over and just be smart here.
All right, took the snap. It looked like it was I didn't see quite what that play was. Did you see, Chris?
Just a big base on the so
So it'll be first and 10. The clock keeps on ticking with 40 seconds to go here in the first half. Marlatt takes the snap, hands off, running up the left side. Now he cuts back over to the right side. He's got a lot of room. He's going to get the first down. He gets to the 50-yard line and crosses over into Winamac territory before he's brought down at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, just triple option there. Did a good job of reading that. Got it all the way back. Was able to pick up her first down. So West Central looks like they're going to burn their last time out. 31.4 seconds. Up 14 to 7. And big run there by the Trojans, giving them an opportunity here. Maybe punch another one in right before halftime.
Well, the clock stops at 31.4 seconds to go here in the first half as the Trojans lead 14-7, hoping to make something happen. If they were to score here in the last 30 seconds, they would go up 21-7 and then also get the ball to start the second half. The Winamac Warriors defense really needs to show up in full force right here and right now to keep this a 7-point game, Chris.
Yeah. Winamac definitely needs to stop here right before halftime and keep this as a one-possession game. Because West Central does get the ball to start the second half. And that's where we talk about stealing a possession, ending the first half with the ball and starting the second half with the ball. You gain an extra position on your opponent, and increases your likelihood of winning considerably. So West Central here, 31.4 seconds up 14-7, out of timeouts. Ball on the Winamac 45-yard line. This is a big play potential offense. So we'll see what happens.
Marlatt takes the snap. He's rolling out to his left side. He's looking to throw. He finds his man, and he does. That's Aiden White on the catch as he'll be brought down. And it's a first down as the clock is stopped at 24.4 seconds. It's going to be spotted at about the 31-yard line. First and 10 as the clock continues to run. Marlatt knows that. He's in shotgun. He's ready to take the snap. He does. He hands off. Up. No, he keeps it himself. Now he escapes a tackle. Now he's running out to the right side. He gets to about the 25-yard line. Tackled at about the 22nd. Flag on the play as the clock stops. It's 8.2 seconds.
And there's going to be a face penalty against the Warriors. So attack on 15 yards. So West Central here is going to get a shot to be able to throw this ball into the end. 8.2 seconds left.
Personal foul, face mask, the foul against the Warriors.
So they brought Marlatt down a little too hard there. A face mask was called. And it looks like some of the coaches aren't very happy on the Winamac sideline talking to the official, as this ball is going to be spotted all the way at about the 12-yard line. And it looks like there's a West Central Trojan down as well on the ground. I'm not sure exactly. Maybe a cramp issue.
Yeah, cramp issue there. So looks like they're trying to maybe buy a little time, extra time here at West Central. So that's a wide around. He's been everywhere. 90-yard fumble return, touchdown, 37-yard jet sweep for a touchdown. An interception. The kid's done it all. So I guess you need a little bit of an extra break. Might as well go ahead and take it here. A few seconds left. While we got this little bit of a break, have a score update. Liberty Field, North Judson 8, Trike 7. 40 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
Well, we appreciate you getting all the inside information down on the field, Chris, as we are keeping up on area schools for scores tonight as more trainers are coming out to look at this. I didn't catch the number of the injured player. Did you by chance, Chris?
Yeah. It's Aiden White.
Aiden White, who you hate to hear. We've been calling his name. He's had a heck of a game thus far. And we hope he's able, and he is. He's able to get up under his own power, and he's going to walk off under his own power. As both fans of Winamac and West Central clapping, no one wants to see anyone injured. As the Warriors are going to take over 1st and 10 and ball on the Trojans are going to take over 1st and 10, ball on the Warriors' 11-yard line. This is not where you want to be with 8.2 seconds left if you're Winamac. Huge play here for the Trojans. Marlatt ready to take the snap. He does. Here come the Warriors after him. He's going to get sacked and brought down immediately, and the clock's going to run out, as that will be the end of the first half. A huge stop for the Winamac Warriors. It'll be 14-7.
Yeah, West Central 14-7. I'm going to try to get Coach Burgess.
All right, down on the field is sports analyst Chris McGowan with head coach of the Winamac Warriors, Josh Burgess.
All right, Coach, big stop there right before halftime. You say?
Stop, right. We're just missing them out way too much. They don't need any help. Just costly mistakes and oftentimes for us. We've got to get cleaned up and have success. Move the ball well, and on defense, we're not playing forward either. Just got to get big mistakes.
Yeah, the three turnovers. The one big scoop score there, about 98 yards. Really changed this game.
Score there. Their kid made a play for the score. You just got to get that stuff cleaned up, be more consistent with what we're doing. I like doing offensively. We're moving the ball. Again, defensively, I think that gets things done. We can't give them extra opportunities and allow the next session.
All right, Coach. Good luck in the second half, and go get them.
Thanks.
All right, thanks, Chris. Down on the sidelines, getting the inside information. That was head coach Josh Burgess of the Winamac Warriors. As we are going to take a break for our first half action is coming to a close as the West Central Trojans lead the Winamac Warriors in the battle for Pulaski County as the Tomahawk Trophy is on the line. We'll be back after these messages. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Rick Grab 5-star in the Max Mall. I know the weather may be up and down, but one thing's consistent. Savings are still hot at 5-star.
We're leaving September. We're coming into October. The weather's going to be iffy up, iffy down. Starting the meat department. We love when we go into a box. U.S. government inspected, boneless, New York strip steaks, $4.99 a pound. Open acres off the bone, belly ham, $5.99. And yes, Tony Ross demands it. It's a full pound price. 5-star.
The Knox Mall.
Welcome to Marion University's newest location, Ancilla College of Marion University. Marion's newest campus location in Plymouth is your home for an on-campus college experience, from living in the dorms to being a collegiate student-athlete. Marion University is ranked third most innovative Midwest university by U.S. News and World Report. For more information about our 2- or 4-year degrees, go to www.marion.edu/Ancilla. That's www.marion.edu/Ancilla.
Welcome to the Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Halftime Show on K99.3 FM. Here's Mitch Columby.
Welcome back to Roudabush Field here in Winamac, Indiana, as the Winamac Warriors are hosting the West Central Trojans in the battle for Pulaski County, as the Tomahawk Trophy is on the line this evening. Let's bring in our sideline reporter, sports analyst Chris McGowan, who's at about the 25-yard line to talk about that first half. Chris.
Yeah, you heard Coach Burgess there talking right at the end of the first half. Just got a quick commit to turnovers. Three turnovers there in that first half. Really killed the drive. They had all the momentum in the world, doing whatever they wanted offensively. But again, the costly turnovers. And hey, you got to give West Central credit too. They knew exactly what to do with those turnovers. They had the one interception on the second play after that interception. Aiden White goes 37 yards for a score. The next turnover, Winamac is actually inside the 5-yard line, ready to punch it in, and coughed it up. And Aiden White again, Johnny on the spot, 98 yards for the second score. So, if you're Winamac, nothing really hang your heads over. You dominated the time of possession. And you just got to come out and take care of the ball and get a couple stops here defensively, especially in this first drive for West Central. They will get the ball to start the second half. You come out and get a stop, the ball back, put it in, and we got a whole ball game. It's only a single possession game, so still a lot of football to be played.
Absolutely a lot of football to be played, and, we knew that this was going to be a really good game, a back-and-forth action. I didn't quite see the Trojans pulling off those touchdowns the way they did. I intended them to score, Chris, but the way they got those 2 touchdowns, let's talk about that. It was incredible. They had an interception return touchdown, and then they also had a fumble recovery, if I'm correct in saying that.
They had the fumble recovery for a touchdown. The interception got returned to about 40-yard line. And on second down, they ran a jet sweep. Aiden White took 37 yards. So it wasn't a direct score on the interception, but again, 2 plays later, they were able to punch Aiden White on a jet sweep. And right now, Winamac defensively, again, like Coach Burgess said, not doing a bad job against triple option attack. But again, you have to stay disciplined, and you have to know your assignment. Because this West Central offense, they put points on the board in a hurry.
Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning is part of our sponsors tonight. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give third-generation owner Brian Hammond a call at 574-936-4660, serving the local area since 1936. Today's broadcast is also brought to you in part by Patrick Auto Group. We thank them for supporting local high school sports tonight. They're located in Knox on US 35. Call 574-772-7272. That's Patrick Auto Group. We're going to take another break here as the Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning halftime show continues. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Right. Third-generation owner Brian Hammond and his family have always set the standard when it comes to taking care of all your heating and cooling needs. Making your home a comfortable home is the absolute top priority. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give them a call at 574-936-4660. Follow them on Facebook. Let Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning help you take control of your comfort.
And we're back here at Roudabush Field. Indiana. We're so glad you've joined us here on K99.3 WKVI. I'm Mitch Columby. The tradition continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting as WKVI has been part of this area's sports for a long, long time. And let's go ahead and bring back in Chris McGowan, who has been down on the sidelines for a little bit. He didn't get much this first quarter. I apologize on that, Chris, but you're down where you want to be, and you're excited getting on the inside action. Hopefully we'll get a chance to talk with Mark Hall here in a few minutes, but let's talk about the Trojans. Several people have said, yeah, they are 5-1, but they haven't faced anyone tough. Hey, I'm watching them tonight against the Winamac Warriors, and they're doing a heck of a job, Chris.
Yeah, very fun to watch. No huddle offense. It's not a fast-paced huddle. They get a nice line of scrimmage. Basically, line up the same formation. But Coach Hall takes a look at what the defense lines up in, and he counters with that. So doing a lot of trusting his spotter up in the box there to be able to see what the defense is doing and making all the right calls right now. But yeah, it's a fun offense to watch. If you like football, and again, I gotta give a shout out here. I just ran into Coach Nellens, the girls basketball coach at West Central. So I had to say hi. Told him I'd seen probably week 2 of the girls basketball season. So talking a little smack down here on the sideline. But yeah, the West Central Trojans 2-7 here at half at Bushfield.
Well, I just got a text actually from Nathan Welter, who is the in-game PA announcer at Knox. He says early in the second quarter, Knox is leading 22-0 against Pioneer, Chris. Knox is leading 22-0 against Pioneer.
That's not surprising. Knox is starting to. That's not surprising. Knox is starting to play well. Again, took LaVille down to the wire, had a chance to convert a 2-point conversion to win that game last week, and just came up short. I have a score update from North Judson in the second quarter. North Judson now up 15-7 against Triton.
Well, we are keeping an eye on everyone as much as we can, as it has been a fantastic evening of football for Week 7 of Indiana High School sports. We are so glad to be here, as today's broadcast is also brought to you in part by Lawrence Farms. We thank Todd Lawrence for supporting local high school sports. We'll take one more break and come back and get ready for the second half. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. KVI. Check. Well, we're back here at Rowdebush Field here in Winamac, Indiana. So glad you're with us. We've got Chris McGowan down on the sidelines getting all the inside information. He spoke with head coach of the Winamac Warriors, Josh Burgess, a little bit ago, as they are down 7-14 here to start the second half. 5 minutes to go before we start the second half. We saw the Winamac Pep Band out in full force. They did a fantastic job going through their halftime performance, as we are awaiting both teams to enter the field. Winamac, who lost last week against the Culver Cavaliers in a tight one, 20-26. Boy, they wish they had that one back. And then as we talk about the Culver Cavaliers, they beat West Central 18-0 in Week 4. So the Culver Cavaliers, they've had a back-and-forth season, but they beat Winamac. They beat West Central. Winamac was a lot closer than West Central was to beating Culver, so it should be a tightly contested second half football action for us, as there's 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go here in the halftime break. I'm Mitch Columby. We're so glad to be here for you. We've got Chris McGowan down on the sidelines, and let's go ahead and bring in Chris and see how he's doing.
Yeah, as far as adjustments go here in the second half, neither team really needs to make too much of an adjustment. The only adjustment Winamac needs to make is take care of the football. And for West Central, you want to put together a few first downs, try to possess the ball. So Winamac's done a good job of at times keeping the ball away from West, but inside the red zone, they've coughed it up. So again, if you're Winamac, you just got to take care of the football. If you're West Central, you want to possess the ball longer than 30 seconds.
How's it feel down there on the field right now, Chris?
Oh, feels great. This nice cool air down here in shorts and a t-shirt. So, you know, the old football coach in me loves this kind of weather.
Well, with 3 minutes to go here in the half, Chris, I believe my echo is gone. My goodness, I can hear you clear as day. How are you down there?
I'm doing pretty good.
Oh,
hey, it
good.
only took a half, but we got it.
Oh, my gosh.
We'll figure it out.
Gosh, Chris, it is so good to
Mark
have a
Hall,
normal conversation with you right now. Oh, my God. How are you, Chris? I didn't get to ask
Mark
your...
Hall, not too bad. Mark Hall here getting ready to take the field, so I'm going to get an interview in with him.
Yes.
Right now in the second quarter, North Judson up 22-7 versus Triton.
All right, there's Mark Hall with sports analyst Chris McGowan. Chris.
All right, Coach. A couple big plays there. Able to turn the tide there, put you up 14-7 at halftime. You know, defensively, giving up some yardage, but you've made some big plays. Offensively, you just need to possess the ball a little bit more.
Yeah, we've got some things that are working. We just got to keep doing more. Defensively, we got to shore up some things and get after a little bit more on the defensive side. But offensively, we just got to keep doing our thing.
And what adjustments did you make at halftime, if I may ask?
Defensively, about where we're hitting some things. We're allowing too much. We're getting up too much on some things. We got to squeeze it down on the outside and force it back to the middle instead of flying upfield and getting kicked out.
All right, Coach. Good luck this second half.
All right, that was sports analyst Chris McGowan down on the field. Chris, after talking with Mark there, are you kind of on the same page? You were a coach at one time. Are you on the same page there?
Yeah, I'm on the same page. Just got to possess the ball a little bit more and, you know, shore some things up defensively. He said, you know, setting the edge defensively with their outside linebackers. West Central's playing a 4-4 defense, so their outside linebackers got to do a better job of turning that ball back inside to all that inside pursuit that's coming from the inside out. Winamac, on the other hand, is playing a 4-3 defense, so they don't have that outside linebacker that's out there in space. So, again, right now, if you're Winamac, you got to secure the football and take care of it. And first things first, though, you got to get a stop here. You can't let West Central go up 2 scores.
Yeah, as Winamac's out on the field and the Trojans, 45 seconds to go here. They're getting ready and warmed up. They're going to have to come out here and stop this Trojan team from scoring because they want to keep this a one-possession ball game. If you're the Winamac Warriors, this defensive effort has got to be all on the line for those 5 seniors. I heard the coaches express to their players last night what tonight means as a senior and how much they want their players to play as hard as they can, because for these 5 seniors, this could potentially be the last home game for them or one of them, and it just has to be put everything out on the field for these 5 seniors. Not just that, but the town of Winamac and everyone behind them. Now, on the other side of the field, the West Central Trojans, they come in here 5-1. They've got a chip on their shoulder. 9 years Mark Hall's been hurting. He's ready to pound it down the throats of the Winamac Warriors. As, you know, really, is it a rivalry until West Central wins more than they have against Winamac? They want to take it to Winamac and make sure they know who the West Central Trojans are. They want to know who owns Pulaski County, and that's what Mark Hall is doing with his Trojans tonight. If they can come out and score here on the offensive end, they will go up 2 touchdowns, and that would just be so hard for the Winamac Warriors to continually be behind this whole game. This has got to be an all effort for the Trojans because they have got to know that the defense for the Winamac Warriors is coming.
Oh, yeah, they do. And, again, 2 scores, not insurmountable, but, again, puts you behind the 8 ball because then it becomes a possessions number game. And, you know, West Central, they like to score in big plays with big plays, but they also have an offense, too, that they'll take 4 or 5 yards, 4 or 5 yards, 4 or 5 yards, and just keep moving the sticks. So, again, it's one of those games where you really at halftime, like I said earlier, there aren't too many adjustments that need to be made other than for Winamac to take care of the football and for West Central actually to possess it a little bit more. So, to be an interesting second half, that's for sure.
I'd like to give a big shout out to my good friend Matt Ketchum listening down in Indianapolis. He's currently listening to the broadcast via WKVI on WKVI.com, streaming throughout the world. We appreciate you tuning in, Matt. As it's 14-7 for the Trojans leading the Winamac Warriors. It's a battle of Pulaski County. They are hoping to take that Tomahawk Trophy home. I didn't get a look at the Tomahawk Trophy. Have you seen it here tonight, Chris?
I have not. It would be on the Winamac sideline because they are currently in possession of it. I have not seen it. I'll have to make my way back over to the Winamac sideline here and see if I can't sneak a peek.
Yeah, I can't see it either, as I'd like to get a look of what it does look like. All right, the last minute counts down as the Trojans are going to enter the field, ready to return, and the Warriors are going to be ready to kick.
Yeah, West Central broke the huddle early, and they're out on the field ready to return this kickoff, that's for sure. It's still 30 seconds on the clock, counting down, and Winamac still over there talking about how they want to get down and cover this. If you're West Central, got to make sure the ball's kicked deep because you never know what the Winamac Warriors have up their sleeve.
Yeah, they're going to have to come out and do something real quick, as it looks like he's going to kick from the left hash. I haven't seen that yet this season, Chris.
Yeah, try to pin West Central in to a corner here, maybe.
So Connor Burton to kick away for the Warriors. It looks like that's number 5, Zion Rodriguez for the Trojans, and number 2, Aiden White. We're glad he's okay. He got hurt in the first half. Must have been just cramping issues. As Burton is set to kick away for second half action. The kick looks like a squib kick up the left side. That's going to go right to Zion Rodriguez, who picks it up at the 11-yard line. He's running back to the left side over on the Trojan sideline. He gets up to the middle. Now he's about to the 20-yard line before he's tackled at about the 19 as he tried to get what he could out of it, and the Winamac Warriors pounce.
Yeah, Zion Rodriguez thought that ball, he thought it was going to go out of bounds, but it stayed in bounds, so he had to pick it up there about the 11-yard line. He got what he could. So West Central ball here, 1st and 10 from their own 20. Ball on the left hash.
So it'll be 1st and 10, like Chris just said. And I don't know what they're waiting on. They might be waiting on the call from Mark Hall, the head coach.
They're waiting on the chains here. We have a chain clip broke, so they're trying to fix that here real quick.
Well, it's nice to know we're not the only ones having issues this evening, Chris. You could hear the crowd in the background. Did you hear that?
Yeah, the Winamac faithful there, a little impatient.
Well, we've got our crowd mic on. Might want to turn it down a little bit, but we're bringing you all the access inside as if you were here at the stadium, and we appreciate you listening to us. It's been a fun 7 weeks thus far.
Tell you what, they had to bust out the old athletic tape and tape that together, so if somebody gets a first down by a chain link, I'd be complaining.
Yeah, if they got a first down by a chain link with tape on it, they might have to question the call here, as you never know what could happen here. Marlat's ready to go as he takes the snap and hands off up the middle. And I didn't catch the number, but the Warriors, 3 of them, are trying to bring them down together, and they do. One of them on the play was number 15, Addison Allen, on the tackle, and there were 2 other Warriors I didn't catch.
That was Pilarski there on the carry, and West Central lining up with double wings there and just running a double lead ISO with those wing backs with Pilarski and pick up of about 6 yards there on first down.
Well, the second half started with the sun completely down and the lights are on. We are underneath the Friday night lights here in second half football action. Marlat takes the snap. He keeps it to himself as he shovel passes it back. I didn't catch the number, but he's going to get maybe a yard or two on the play. Boy, that was a crazy one.
As Pilarski again there on the option.
Taken down after a short loss.
Oh, it'll be 3rd and 2 for the Trojans. Coming up on 10 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Marlatt takes the snap. Hands off up the middle. He doesn't get much as the Warriors were all over that. There is no room in the middle.
Short gain on the play.
Yeah, needed 3 yards there for a first down. He picked up 2.5. So it's going to be 4th and 1. And Mark Hall keeping the offense out there on 4th and 1.
Well, he's going to go for it. With the Tomahawk Trophy on the line, the West Central Trojans haven't had it in their possession very much in their history. This game means a lot to them, as it does for the Warriors. They're going for it on 4th down to try to make something happen here. Marlatt takes the snap. He hands off up the middle. Is it going to be enough? Players are shoving each other.
Down there.
And he is going to get the first down, as he had some help.
Big call there by Mark Hall there. Keep your own territory, 4th and 1. And give it to Pilarski, the big, strong fullback for the Trojans. And he picks up 3 yards and another fresh set of downs for the Trojans.
9 minutes, 30 seconds to go here in the first half. Or in the third quarter, excuse me. It's just been one of those kind of nights. Marlatt takes the snap, hands off. No, he keeps it himself. He's running up the left side. He gets it to maybe the 35-yard line before he's wrapped up by a Warrior and brings him down. Tough tackle there. That looks like that was number.
Yeah, that ball's a little loose.
Yeah, Max
The ball
Gearhart.
there, Marlatt, ball's a little loose there. He needs to secure that up a little bit quicker on that triple option. He picked up 4 yards there on first down, so 2nd and 6.
Ball on their own 35-yard line. Marlatt sets his man in motion. He takes the snap. He hands off up the middle. He fights forward for about 4, maybe 5 yards, and the Warriors are on it again to stop him. As that was Pilarski on the carry again.
So 3rd and 1, or 3rd and 2 for the Trojans, a short 2.
All right, Marlatt takes the snap. He hands off to the left side. He gets all the way to the 40-yard line on the other side of the field. I was trying to find the name of the player. That was number 14 on the carry for the Trojans, Spencer Lehman. Score update in Knox just down the road at Community Field, 34-0 as the Knox Redskins lead the Pioneer. 4:30 to go here in the first half for them.
Wow, 34-0. That Knox got the offense rolling tonight. With 2:42 left in the second quarter over at Liberty Field, North Judson now up 22-15.
Marlatt takes the snap. It looks like that's Aiden White on the carry up the middle. He's still up at about the 20-yard line. He's still up as it took another third attempt by the Warriors to bring him down at the 15-yard line.
And we got another penalty flag on the play, so it looks like this might be coming back. Yeah, holding against the Trojans.
Well, you heard in the background the crowd from West Central. They like that play, but it just is going to come back on them, as Winamac needed that one there.
And just as I say that, North Judson has just punched another one on the board, so it's 28-15, getting ready to kick the extra point. kind of great. I'm watching two games here at once. I'm watching the game on the field right in front of me, and I'm watching the Triton Trojan Vision on YouTube. So I'm getting to watch both the Judson game and the Winamac West Central game at the same time.
No, yeah, I saw you watching the game up here at the booth earlier to keep an eye on that. That's pretty slick, Chris. You've got good signal down there. That's pretty fun. It's like a NFL Sunday
I'm
ticket.
Up all my data, but that's all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Eating up all my data, but hey, it's only money.
Yeah. Well, Chris down on the sidelines getting his his high school Friday ticket. All the scores he's keeping an eye on as Connor Marlat's ready to take the snap, and he does at the 47-yard line in their side of the field as they had it all the way up at about the 15-yard line in Warrior territory. That penalty brought them all the way back to the 47-yard line on their own side of the field, and they didn't get much on that run there.
Yeah,
Chris.
that holding penalty, those penalties kill drives, that's for sure. So 1st and 20, now it's going to be 2nd and 19. Not too many plays in the playbook for 2nd and 19. So for West Central, you're just looking at making 3rd down manageable here.
All right, Marlat takes the snap. He hands off to the left side. That's 14 again. That's Lehman, who's going to get a few yards on the left side, maybe. Oh, and he's knocked back about 5 yards as Warriors were all over it.
Yeah, forward progress there. We'll get him to about 3rd and 10. So, again, you wonder if Mark Hall here, if they get a pretty good chunk of change here on 3rd down, whether or not they will roll the dice and go for it again on 4th. Went for it already on 4th and 1, deep in their own territory to start this drive, the first drive of the second half. And we're already at 6:10 left in the 3rd quarter. So West Central doing a good job of possessing the football like they wanted to start this second half.
All right, Marlat gets the call from the sideline. Takes the snap. He hands off. No, he keeps it himself. Then he flicks it out to the right side. That's number 44. Jacob Pilarski on the carry, but Winamac was all over it. They are not going to get the first down.
It'll be 4th and 6 here.
It'll be 4th and 6, ball on Winamac's 38-yard line with 5:30 to go here in the 3rd quarter. The Trojans lead 14-7. If you're just joining us here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI, it is 14-7. The West Central Trojans lead the Winamac Warriors 14-7. As Connor Marlat talking with his offense, relaying the play from the sideline of Mark Hall as they have it. They're set. Sets his man in motion, takes the snap as there's flags on the play, and they're going to whistle this one dead.
It's going to be a false start against the Trojans, so.
Well, there's another unexpected penalty that the Trojans can't help themselves on. It looks like the first half was Winamac's penalty problems. Now this half has turned into the Trojans' penalty problems.
So what that penalty does there, that false start, Mark Hall decides to bring the punt unit out onto the field. So Winamac looks like they're going to get that defensive stop they needed to, but West Central took over 7 minutes off the clock in this possession.
And they are going to punt. It's up and away, and it's going to hit at about the 21-yard line in Winamac territory and roll out of bounds as Winamac will take on their offense on the field, as that is exactly what the Warriors needed, Chris. They needed to get a stop from the Trojans to start the second half, and they've done that.
Exactly. So one possession game here in Winamac. Let's see whether or not they can take care of the football better here in the second half. Only down one possession, 14-7. But again, the 3 costly turnovers in that first half have really come back to bite them.
First and 10 for the Warriors. Ball on their own 22-yard line. Roth takes the snap. He hands off up the middle. That looks like it is Jaden Jones on the carry.
Yeah, short gain there on first down. So 2nd and about 7 for the Trojans. And we have like we have a West Central Trojan down on the field.
Well, we hate to see it. We hope it's just a cramp, as I have another update from Nathan Welter in Knox. They just had a pick six. The score is now 40-0 with 2:50 to go left in the half, as it's a blowout game for the Knox Redskins against Pioneer tonight, Chris.
That's pretty impressive. Knox has put 40 points on a storied program like Pioneer. It's 40-0, and we're not even to halftime yet. So looking at a running clock situation in the second half, unless Pioneer can put something on the board before halftime.
Well, it's the type of games that Russ Radke enjoys, and coming off that loss last week against LaVille, that tight loss came down to the final play for the 2-point conversion. They went for the win, and you can't blame them for it. I would have done the same thing, and they just came up short in that loss to LaVille, who we keep hearing about LaVille. I haven't seen LaVille yet, but we keep hearing about LaVille. So Knox right in that pocket as they are blowing out the Pioneer team right now. Actually, Chris, what is the mascot for Pioneer?
They're the Panthers.
The Pioneer Panthers. Okay. The whole season long, I haven't looked that up, and I've always just been like Pioneer. The Pioneer Panthers. As you're right, I had even heard of Pioneer from Central Indiana growing up. So you're right, Pioneer and that historic football team, they are known around the state. And for Knox to not even allow a point in the first half, that is huge for them. As the injured player did get up off the ground under his own power, and they brought him back to the sideline. It looks like he may be okay. We hope so. We'll keep an eye on that later.
Yeah, just a cramp there.
Good. Just a cramp is.
Yeah, just a cramp.
Good.
Cramp in the right calf.
Okay, cramp in the right calf. We'll hope we get some water in him and get better here in the next few minutes as the offense for Winamac is back on the field. Cash Roth under center takes the snap. He hands off to his running back up the middle and maybe get a yard, as both defenses are not allowing much running tonight.
Yeah, yards are hard to come by in between the tackles, that's for sure. And, again, big third down here for the West Central Trojans. Let's see if they can force a punt from Winamac. So 3rd and 6 for the Trojans defensively. Big money down here for this defense.
Yeah, the Warriors need this one right here. 3rd and 6, ball on their 26-yard line. They've got to make something happen here. 3:40 to go in the third quarter. 7-14, the Warriors behind. Roth takes the snap, steps back. He's looking to throw. He finds his man on the left side. It's going to be intercepted by Carter Hudson, and he's got it all the way back. It's going to be touchdown Trojans here in Winamac, as that was Carter Hudson on the pick six. Cash Roth really wants that one back, but the Trojans make noise as they go up 20-7 here in the third quarter.
That was actually Zion Rodriguez, number 5 with the pick six.
Oh, my apologies.
His second interception of the night.
Second interception for the night for Zion Rodriguez. I swore that was a 6. It must have been a 5. My apologies. Thanks for the correction on that, Chris. As Zion Rodriguez is having a heck of a game for the West Central Trojans. Huge play for them. And Cash Roth found his man. It looked like it was going to be completed. And Zion Rodriguez came out of nowhere as West Central's going to go for 2. They hand it off the middle, but the Warriors read it all over the place. They don't allow anything. As West Central does not complete the 2-point conversion, it is 20-7 here in the third quarter. As that was a fast change of events there, Chris.
Well, that's been the story of the night. You know, Winamac moving the ball and then a turnover. And that's 14 quick points, or actually 13 quick points, because not getting the extra point there. But costly turnovers. That's the 4th one of the night. 3 interceptions and a fumble. And West Central, I tell you what, are making the most of the opportunities here defensively and offensively against this Winamac Warrior team.
Well, the Warriors and their struggles this season, it's been unfortunate, but they are that young team. Like we mentioned, they only have 5 seniors. So they are learning a lot this season, and it's these types of games that they won't forget. I definitely remember, even in high school, games that I had that I would love to take back and That's been 13 years ago, Chris. So this is definitely going to be a learning season for the Warriors as a whole. They're still not out of this game, though. They have plenty of time. 3:27 to go in the third and then the full fourth quarter. They're just going to have to turn on the jets a little bit quicker and make things happen. They're going to have to take chances like they have been, hopefully getting some completions as the kick from West Central is up and away. It's not a deep one. It's caught by Luke Dickinson, the senior, at about the 30-yard line and brought back up to about the 34.
Yeah, good job of snagging that out of the air. Jumped up and hauled that in, and going to give Winamac great starting field position. So, again, if you're the Warriors, you just got to quit shooting yourself in the foot and just take care of the football and put a score on the board here. And going into this fourth quarter, only down one possession.
So, Winamac back on the field. Cash Roth got to shake that one off real quick. Sets his man in motion. He takes the snap. Now he hands off to Michael Lamer up the middle, and he's not going to get much.
Yeah, West Central doing a very good job of defending that wing back counter. Usually that's something Winamac doesn't like to run on first down. They like to hit it up the middle a couple times, and they come back with that counter. So West Central doing a very good job of staying disciplined and staying home and defending that play very well there.
Well, Winamac Warriors hoping to make something happen on this drive just under 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter as Cashroff's under center. He takes the snap. He hands off to Jaden Jones, who is met by the Trojans again. They are reading this offense very well as there's dual flags on the play. After the play.
Some extracurricular activity there afterward.
Yeah, some extracurriculars. There might have been a couple of words said from a West Central player to an official. I'm not sure, though. We don't want to assume. But this was definitely after the play. You saw one flag fly high, and then about 3 seconds later, a second flag. So the officials have got their arm workouts in tonight as flags have been flying all over the place, Chris.
Yeah, in a rivalry game like this, things can get a little bit heated, so we'll see what the call is here. Personal foul against Winamac.
Man.
So that'll back the Warriors up 15 yards.
Is that a second one on Winamac or just one?
Just one. I think both officials saw the same thing.
Okay. Well, it's just been an upsetting night so far for the Warriors. As you hear the West Central Trojan faithful on their feet and excited. This is a game they've been waiting for, and it was circled on their calendar. As they are very happy with their Trojans so far this evening.
Have a score update in the second quarter. River Forks 14, South Central nothing.
Well, Buzz Schoaf and the Satellites, they had a win a couple of weeks ago over Osceola Grace, and it's just been a tough season for them as well. Cash Roth will take the snap. He hands off to Buzinski up the middle, who keeps fighting. He's standing up, and he's brought down at about the 30-yard line. It'll be fourth down for the Warriors. Do they punt here, Chris?
Yeah, deep in your own territory, you have to punt this away. It's fourth and 13, so I would think that they would have to punt.
Well, they break the huddle. It looks like Cashroth is deep to punt this one away. The Trojans deep to return is number 3. That's Connor Marlatt, the quarterback, junior. All right, he takes the snap, flags on the play. The kick is up. It goes into West Central territory. It drops at about the 38-yard line and rolls to about the 23 before it's stopped and picked up by the Warriors. But let's see what the flag is.
Yeah, Winamac only had 10 guys on the field. Jaden Jones late getting on the field there. It wasn't set. So looks like West Central is going to make Winamac re-kick here. So
Now, what's the thinking on that, Chris? Is that what you would have done in that position?
Well, I would have seen if I could have got the 5 yards tacked on to the end of the kick there and taken possession of the football. But
I see.
Again, West Central going to make them re-kick, and so see if they can't get better field position here on the re-kick.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me remind you once again, the High School Sunshine Society is rocking for Riley tonight. Members of the Sunshine Society.
Well, 1:19 to go here in the third quarter as the Trojans lead the Warriors 20-7 in this cross-county matchup. The battle for Pulaski County as the Tomahawk Trophy is on the line. Winamac is in possession of that trophy, and as of right now, it's looking like it's heading to West Central. The kick, the snap is away, the kick is up. There's another flag on the play as Cash Roth gets this punt all the way into West Central territory, and it rolls to about the 34-yard line. Not as deep as the last one, but let's see what this flag is, Chris.
Well, it looks like West Central are going to make them re-kick again. So, like the West Central sideline seems to believe that it's on Winamac, and so they're telling their kids to walk back down the other end of the field. They're going to make them re-kick.
Well, it's just been an upsetting few moments here for Winamac. Just hasn't been going the way they want it to go. So it looks like Pioneer. Looks like the Panthers are going to end up scoring before the end of the half as the halftime score in Knox. Knox leads the Pioneer Panthers 40-6. Score update thanks to Nathan Welter, their PA announcer there at Community Field. Thanks, Nate. Appreciate the update. So with 1 minute to go here in the third quarter in Pulaski County, of course, we're on Eastern time. That's why that game in Knox is an hour behind. They're on Central. So we will end our game first, as we will have an update tomorrow morning on the Saturday Sports Line of all of our area high school team scores from tonight. Cash Roth deep in his own territory, set to punt. He does. It gets away, and it's going to bounce at about the 47-yard line and roll into West Central territory down to about the 35, as that's where the Warriors will spot the ball, and the West Central Trojans will take over.
So after all that, after having Winamac punt 3 times, gained West Central about 12 yards there of field position.
Zingo Express of Knox is a proud sponsor of tonight's football action. Stop by Zingo Express in Knox and fuel up both you and your vehicle the Zingo Express way. 1st and 10 for the Trojans. Ball on their own 35-yard line, and they'll hope to score once again to really make this a hard game for the Warriors to come back from. Looks like Mark Call is giving his call to the quarterback right now, as you see all offensive players look at their wrists to hear the call. I almost wonder if they've got earpieces in. Marlatt takes the snap. He flicks it to his man. That's number 2, Aiden White, who's going to cut back up to the right side and get tackled by number 45 of the Winamac Warriors. That was Aiden Day, who tackled Aiden White, and he maybe got 2 on the carry.
Yeah, no earpieces. He's just screaming as loud as he can a set of 3 numbers, and so they look down at their call sheet and figure out what they're going to run. West Central there went with a little unbalanced line that last play.
Yeah, I thought it looked a little off, but I didn't know how to say it. So Marlatt takes the snap. He hands off up the middle. That's the big one. 44, Jacob Pilarski, the fullback. 160 pounds, 5'7" guy coming at you. That's scary, as he may have a yard on the carry, if that, as the clock is going to run out here in Winamac, as we are going to take a break here at the end of the third quarter. The West Central Trojans lead 20-7 here in Winamac at Roudabush Field. We'll be right back after this. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi and Chris McGowan on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has it in stock. From sampan, aqua patio, and sweetwater pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver Portside Marina can help. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 842-5000. Culver Portside Marina.
Rick Grab 5-star in the Knox Mall. The weather may be up and down, but one thing's consistent. Savings are still hot at 5-star.
Starting the meat department. Boneless New York strip steaks, $4.99 a pound. Tony, we got Peps, Draft House Premium Pizza. You don't have to go out to get a great pizza. You can take it right out of your freezer. 18 to 31 ounce assorted varieties, $5.99. Where, my friend, is that 5-star?
In the Knox Mall.
Welcome back to Roudabush Field here in Winamac, Indiana, as the Winamac Warriors are down 7-20 against the West Central Trojans. I'm Mitch Columby as we start the fourth quarter here. Connor Marlatt and his offense for the West Central Trojans take the field as they're waiting for the call from head coach Mark Hall as it's 3rd and 6, ball on their own 37-yard line. They're hoping for something here. The Warriors hoping to stop them as they need to get that ball back as soon as possible. 1 quarter to go here, the battle for Pulaski County. Marlatt takes the snap. Hands off, no, fakes it himself. Now he keeps it himself, flicks it out to the left side. That was Jacob Pilarski who dropped the ball, but he picks it up. That was a close one there, Chris.
Yeah, Pilarski there. Make the handoff to Aiden White. I thought for sure that West Central would call Marlott's number there on a midline or a triple option play, but again, tried to get the ball out wide to Pilarski, and Winamac not fooled by it. So 4th and 11 here for the Trojans, and they are going to punt.
So it's been a rare occurrence tonight. We haven't seen them punt often. I think this is the second time we've seen the Trojans punt tonight, as they will. The snap is clean. The hold is good. The punt is up and away, and it drops into Winamac territory at about the 40-yard line and rolls to about the 38, where the Trojans will pick it up. And the Warriors are on offense now, hoping to make something happen.
Yeah, 2-possession game here. So if you're Winamac, now that we're in the fourth quarter, you have to be perfect here offensively. And you pretty much have to score every possession that you have if you want to win this football game.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Nepco Crane and Equipment Services, specializing in mobile crane service. Call Joe Nepp at 1-800-590-2272 for all your residential, commercial, and agricultural crane needs. So 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Ball on their own 33-yard line as Cash Roth steps up to the line of scrimmage, ready to take the snap. Sets his man in motion, and he does. He hands off to Jaden Jones, who's running a full head of steam on the right side. He got to the 50-yard line. He's going to get the first down as he's tackled at about the 46-yard line in West Central territory. Huge play for the Warriors.
Yeah, good start to this drive here in the fourth quarter for Winamac. If they punch this in, look out. We've got ourselves a ball game. So, again, Winamac have done a good job basically from 40 to 40, but get inside the 40. That's where they've turned the ball over several times. So, let's see what happens here on this possession.
The clock continues to run at 10:40 to go here in the fourth quarter, 20-7. West Central leads as the Warriors need to make something happen. Cashrop takes the snap. He's running it himself up the right side. Now he cuts back over from the 40-yard line. He's going to get maybe 6 on the carry before he's brought down by a couple of Trojans.
I have another halftime score at halftime. North Judson 29, Triton 15.
Well, it looks like the Blue Jays are looking to continue their winning streak as they are undefeated this season, hoping to make it 7-0 tonight. The North Judson St. Pierre Blue Jays we are looking at as maybe being our deep postseason run team in our area. We'll definitely keep an eye out on them. As we just passed the 10-minute mark here in the fourth quarter, Cashrop takes the snap. He hands off to Jaden Jones, who stutter steps and then gains a first down easily, plus a couple of more. I believe they're They're going to move the chains as that's another first down for the Warriors.
Again, still no time to panic if you're Winamac. Methodically drive this ball down, punch it in. It's only a 13-point game, so 2 touchdowns and 2 extra points. And you've actually got the lead. So Winamac doing a good job here offensively. Let's see if they can maintain possession.
Roth under center, takes the snap, looks to throw immediately. He fires deep down the right side, and it was almost caught. It was a short throw. Looks like that was intended for number 3, Talon Braun. He tried to jump backwards to catch it. It was just too short.
Yeah, trying to back shoulder throw there. Tongue twister as I'm trying to get that out. But, yeah, Braun not able to come back and get that ball. So incomplete pass, clock stops, 9:23 left. 2nd and 10 for the Warriors. Ball on the 34-yard line.
2nd and 10. Cash Roth's under center. He's ready to do it. Makes his man in motion. Hands off to, I believe that is Michael Lamer up the left side, who's going to get a few yards before he's tackled by number 35 for the Trojans. That was Tristan Sizemore on the tackle, a big one.
So 3rd and 5 here for the Winamac Warriors. Definitely in 4-down territory, down to 2 possessions. So you have 2 downs here to get this 5 yards if you're Winamac.
8:50 to go here in the fourth quarter. 20-7. West Central leading the Warriors, hoping to score here. Cash Roth from shotgun takes the snap, looks to throw, fires over the middle. He's got his man, and it's dropped.
Incomplete.
That was
Connor Marlatt there doing a great job of timing up that hit. Great ball there by Cash Roth.
It was great.
Jaden Jones just you got to give Marlatt all the credit in the world right there because he really just separated Jaden Jones' body from that football. And now 4th and 6 for the Warriors.
Well, it would have been a huge play, but it just didn't happen with 8:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. The Trojans hoping to hold on to this 13-point lead as the Warriors are hoping to get this first down. This is a huge play for them. 4th and 6, ball on the 30-yard line. Roth sets his man in motion. He rolls out to the right side looking to throw. He's got to throw it immediately. He does as he was hit, and the ball is knocked down out of the air, and you can hear the West Central faithful on their feet cheering, fist pumping. They are very happy with that stop there.
Yeah, huge stop there defensively for the Trojans. And now, if you're Winamac, okay, that sets you behind. Still 8:34. You got all 3 timeouts. But, again, defensively, you have to force a 3-and-out here if you're the Warriors.
Well, 1st and 10 for the Trojans as their offense will hop out on the field. Connor Marlatt sets his man in motion. He takes the snap. He hands off up the middle, and there's not much to be had as the Warriors stop him.
Yeah, Pilarski on the carry there for the Trojans.
Boy, that was a huge play defensively for the West Central Trojans as they came after Cash Roth, upsetting. He got rid of the ball in time as he got hit, but that might be one of the bigger plays of the night, Chris.
Yeah, big stop. And, again, if you're West Central here, you try to get 2 or 3 first downs and really put Winamac behind the 8 ball.
Marlatt takes the snap. He hands off on the right side. There's flags on the play. I don't even know who the ball went to. He handed it off 3 different times.
Went to Aiden White. There, and 2 penalty flags on the play. So we're going to see what we have here.
Well, we're waiting the official call here to see what happens.
So both holding penalties against the Trojans. So I think they're going to take the first one and decline the second penalty because the first penalty happened farther back upfield.
And they have to make this decision in that short amount of time is what you're saying, Chris.
Yeah, Coach, the officials do a good job of communicating with the coaches on usually what the best thing is to do. So
I see.
Be 2nd and 18 here.
Marlatt takes the snap, but the flags fly and the whistles blow as that play is dead.
And we have a false start against the Trojans. So now Goes from 2nd and 18 now to 2nd and 23. And if you're West Central, you got to be careful here because you're now putting yourself backs against the wall. You're now inside your own 20-yard line, about the 16-yard line, 2nd and 23. 7:45 left to go in the fourth quarter, 20-7, West Central up. And like I said, not too many plays in the playbook for 2nd and 23. So, again, looking to maybe give yourself a little bit of room so if you have to punt, you're not punting from deep in your own territory.
The Trojans hoping to make something happen here as Connor Marlatt ready to take the snap. Still waiting. And he takes the snap. He hands off up the middle as he may have kept it himself before he's tackled by a couple of Winamac Warriors. They read that one easily.
Yeah, they did. So, again, loss of yards there on the play, and we have another West Central Trojan down.
Well, we saw Connor Marlatt hold the ball until the last possible second, wanting that time on the clock to run down, as this game means a lot to the West Central Trojans, as it does for the Winamac Warriors. He does not want to give any more seconds than he can, as he is holding, waiting to hike that ball until the very last second, Chris.
Yeah, just doing a good job of running the play clock down and eating as much clock as they can here.
Well, it looks like the officials are going over some things with the players as the Did you hear something?
The West Central Trojan player actually got his bell rung there, and going through the standard protocol of asking questions, where you're at, what the score is, and the kid turned around to look at the scoreboard, and they're like, whoa, that's cheating, you can't do that. So, just asking him the standard questions. So, looks like he's probably not going to make it back into this game.
Quite the conference going on.
Yeah, just make sure he's okay. That's the one thing about football. They've really taken concussions more seriously here in the last several years. So, again, if they think that you are concussed, you actually have to get cleared by a physician before they'll let you come back into the game. So, with 7:12 left here in the fourth quarter, look for number 56. I don't have my roster in front of me. To probably not return to this football game.
Yeah, that's Zach Gilger, or Galger. I hope it's Gilger. Zach Gilger for the Trojans. We'll keep an eye on him. Hope he's doing okay as we will return to action here in Winamac as the clock starts with 7 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. The Trojans lead 20-7. This was a tightly contested game until that interception a little bit earlier where Aiden White, took it back for a pick six. As Connor Marlatt for the Trojans takes the snap, he hands off up the middle. That was number 21, Jaden Miller on the carry, I believe. And he may get a few yards on that.
So now 4th and 25, and you're West Central. This is where you did not want to be. You did not want to be punting from deep in your own territory. So again, Winamac, if they don't come after this, should get pretty good field position. Down 2 scores with just over 6 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter.
The Trojans are set to punt this one away. The snap, the hold, the kick is up and away. It was almost blocked, but it does get away, and it'll roll over to the Winamac side as number 5. That is Michael Lamer picking up the ball. He cuts back over to the left side. Now he crosses the 50-yard line to the 45-40, 35-30, 25-20, 15-10-5. It's going to be a big-time touchdown for the Winamac Warriors. Wow, huge run by Michael Lamer, and the Warriors are back in the game, 13-20 here at Roudabush Field.
Just like that, exactly what you didn't want to have happen. You didn't want to have to punt from deep in your own territory. So again, the West Central Trojans with a few costly penalties there backed themselves up. And Michael Lamer, I tell you what, started off heading to his right and cut that back all the way across to the left, and just had some speed to kill there and got to the outside and was able to punch it into the end zone. So 20-13, 5:53 left, and Winamac going to kick the extra point.
That right there is what the Warriors needed as they are out to kick this one for the extra point. The kick is up, away. It is good. 14-20 as they are in perfect position, and the juice is on their side to bring the defense out and hopefully get a West Central stop, because the Trojans have been an offensive-minded team all night long, and they have scored as the Winamac Warriors get a much-needed sigh of relief here. Huge breath if you're a Warriors fan right now. Just relax. There's plenty of time. We just crossed the 6-minute mark here to go in the fourth quarter, and we've got ourselves a ball game.
Yeah, 20-14 with 5:53 left. So anything can happen. We're one possession away. If you're Winamac, again, try to force a 3-and-out and get the ball back and give yourself a chance to win this late in the fourth quarter.
Well, you see some of the players on the sideline turning around and pumping their fists at the crowd, waving their arms, telling them to get louder. This has just been an exciting atmosphere. Both sides of West Central and Winamac came out in full force to support their teams. You can just feel the energy after that return punt. Boy, a new life is in me. I'm feeling it now up here, Chris.
A good rivalry game. Nobody's ever out. Never count your chickens before they hatch.
Absolutely. And what an incredible play. I didn't quite see that happening, to be quite honest with you. It's just not been Winamac's night. That could be the play that really turns thing around. Now, we're saying could be. That's a huge could be. But that could be the type of play. If I'm on the sidelines and I see my teammate do something like that, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I'm juiced up and ready to get out there on the field for the next drive, because we've got the energy. This is just like a game of runs we talk in basketball. This is one of those moments you've got to take hold, and the defense for the Warriors need to make something happen here. As the kick is up, it bounces at about the 25-yard line before it's picked up by Zion Rodriguez, and he's going to be tackled as flags fly again. I don't know what...
That was Aiden White, actually, on the return.
Aiden White, excuse me.
We may have a face mask penalty against the Warriors, so...
Man, we just can't get out of the officials really are seeing everything tonight. They've got 20/20 vision as they have caught everything this evening. Nothing got by them.
So it looks like, was that a personal foul, 15-yarder? Yeah.
Oh, man. And you can see head coach Josh Burgess trying to get a explanation from the officials. Not very happy with it as he's talking to his defense right now, telling them to play. I noticed that yesterday in practice, Chris. He's got a series of calls. They almost look like baseball calls. Very interesting to watch him relay that to his team as I watched him for about 30 minutes yesterday. I just thought it was so cool, all the different hand motions he gives his team, and they know exactly what he means. So 1st and 10 for the Trojans, ball on their own 43-yard line, and there's another flag on the play. I don't know what this is.
False start against the Trojans.
Oh, man. How do you let that happen? That's unfortunate for them. They had done so well all night. They really haven't had very many penalties on offense. In fact, that's maybe the second I remember off the top of my head. They've really had a good game offensively tonight, and defensively for that matter. The Trojans really have showed why they are 5-1 heading into tonight. As Marlatt takes the snap, he hands off up the middle, but he gets nowhere. The Warriors saw it all over the play as they won't get anything.
Yeah, Pilarski there up the middle. So West Central, again, going to use the full 40 seconds here on this play clock. But again, you got to get a couple first downs. You got to make Winamac use some of these timeouts, and you really want to try to flip the field position. If you're not gonna score or you're not gonna ice it, you want to make Winamac have to drive the length of the field with no timeouts.
We're coming up on 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. 14-20, the Trojans lead. Winamac needs a stop here. 2nd and 14, ball on the 44-yard line. West Central, Marlatt takes the snap. He keeps it himself. He rolls out to the left side. He gets nowhere as he's tackled. Looks like that's number 82, Zane Bell, the senior on senior night, with a huge tackle.
Yeah, did a very good job of staying home there. Just a quarterback counter to the weak side, and Zane Bell stayed at home and was able to make the play for a loss. So big loss on second down. It's now 3rd and 17 for the Trojans.
So happy to call Zane Bell's name as he was injured to start the season, and we had read up a lot on him, and he showed it on that play. Boy, he is so tall at 6'6", 230. You don't want to see that coming at you. Connor Marlatt takes the snap on 3rd and 17. He hands off. It's fumbled, but he pounces on it. That was number 14 for the Trojans, Spencer Lehman. He had to pounce on it as he saved it, and now he's got an injury as he's laying on his back. My goodness. No one can catch a break here. Yeah, he handed it off to Connor Marlatt handed it off to Spencer Lehman, or Lehman. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. And after he handed it off, Lehman just dropped the handoff, and it was a fumble, and he had to pounce on it. And evidently, when he pounced on that football, they're calling it's an incomplete pass, Chris. It's an incomplete pass. The fellas up here at the booth are explaining to me that I did not call that correctly.
Yeah. It was actually they threw the ball forward there as Lehman was coming across in motion. So, yeah, that goes down as an incomplete pass. And
so I guess it would have been like a shovel pass, I guess.
Yes, exactly. And but Lehman's down here with a cramp in his right leg. So, again, now 4th and 17 if you're West Central. Exactly what you did not want to do. Allow this momentum to carry over for Winamac and give the ball back to them after they just returned a punt for a touchdown. So, again, here you're West Central. You have to punt again to the team that just returned one to the house. So, 20-14, 4:06 left to go in the fourth quarter. And again, this game's a long way from being over.
A long way. This will be a long 4 minutes here as they're still attending to Spencer Lehman. We sure hope he's okay. All the training staff is out there. And, you look at the West Central sideline, it's calmed down quite a bit. They were really raucous, having a good time this evening. Things have changed. You're exactly right. You can feel it in the air, Chris. This Warrior football team here to return this punt. If you're West Central, you've got to make sure that the Warriors don't return this one to the house like they did last time, like you just said. But the Warriors, it looks like the energy is on their sidelines. They need to make the most of it here with that young team and take what they've learned and use it to the best of their abilities, because right here and right now in these 4 minutes is what the Warriors need to make that statement.
Yeah, if you're West Central here, first things first, make sure the snap is good. Make sure you get the punt away. And then you got to fan out, and you got to stay in your lanes. You cannot let Michael Lamer get to the outside like he did the last time. So, again, make sure the snap's good. Make sure you catch it as the punter, and make sure you get it away. And then, like I said, everybody's got to get out and fan out and stay in your lanes and not allow Lamer to break contain.
West Central set to kick this one away. As the snap, the hold, the punt is up and clean away as it bounces at about the 34-yard line before it's picked up by a Winamac Warrior, and he is hit immediately. That was number 9, Jonathan Rowe, or Rao. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly for the Trojans. Rao, as they tackle him about the 25-yard line. That's where Winamac will take over with 3:55 here to go in the fourth. Huge drive here.
So let's break it down. Both teams with 3 timeouts, 3:55 left to go. The Trojans up 6 late in the fourth quarter and with the tomahawk on the line.
The tomahawk is on the line, as Chris just said. This is a huge possession for the Warriors and this young team as Cash Roths from shotgun takes the snap. He's looking to throw immediately. He finds his man over the middle. It's Jaden Jones up the middle about the 40-yard line in West Central territory before he's tackled at about the 36. A huge play by Cash Roth and Jaden Jones.
Yeah, just 4 verticals there by the Warriors and Jaden Jones running down the left seam. Beautiful thrown ball there by Cash Roth, and the Warriors are in business here. 1st and 10 inside the West Central Trojan 35-yard line.
Well, you can just feel the energy. It's shifted over to the Winamac sideline as that was a huge pass play by Cash Roth. Might be the first completion that he can feel very confident about as it looks like they're going to put Cash Roth out to the right side. This is a wildcat. It looks like it's Jaden Jones who's going to take the snap, and he does. He runs to the right side. He gets to about the 35-30, now to the 25-20, and he's tackled by number 3 of the Trojans. That was Connor Marlatt, their quarterback. A huge run, but there's a flag on the play again. My gosh.
Yeah, it's like it's going to be a hold against the Warriors. It's like this play will be coming back. So, again, hey, would you have it any other way? Tomahawk on the line, the battle of Pulaski County.
Oh, I can't sit still, Chris. I can't sit still.
Both teams playing their hearts out. So,
I mean, you see me pacing up here at the booth. I am so excited right now. I mean, I want both teams to do so well tonight, but the fact that, Winamac has had a tough season thus far, and I just want to see them do so well tonight on senior night. But on the other side of things, West Central and the Trojans, they haven't had a season like this in a long, long time. They are very deserving of this as well. Both teams have put their hearts on the line. Whoever wins tonight is going to be the true victor because both of these squads, both of these programs have done everything in their power thus this season to really get better in the long run. As it's another Wildcat again, here comes Jaden Jones up the right side. He gets to the 30 before he's tackled by a Trojan. That's number 88 on the tackle, Colton Tarr, the senior.
So a big 3rd down here. It's going to be 3rd and 5 for the Warriors. 2:45 left to go.
You're fine. 2nd and 5. Ball on the West Central 29-yard line. And it looks like there may be a timeout on the field.
Yeah, West Central going to call a timeout here at 2nd and 5. I have another score update from Liberty Field in North Judson. North Judson has tacked on another touchdown, so it's now 36-15 over the Triton Trojans.
Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by 5 Star. We thank them for supporting local high school sports and remind you to shop local. That's 5 Star in the Knox Mall. 20-14 with 2:30 to go here in the 4th quarter. It's going down to the wire. Now remember, if the Warriors were to score here, they would tie without doing any extra point. So this is huge here. If the Warriors score on this drive, they will tie the game without any extra point. With an extra point, they would go up by 1, or if they go for 2, they would go up by 2. With 2:30 to go here in the game, Chris, if you're a West Central Trojan head coach Mark Hall, what are you thinking right now?
Right now, just thinking about making two plays here and getting the ball back, trying to figure out a way just to get a stop and not let Winamac punch this ball across the goal line.
All right, Cash Roth under center. 2nd and 5. Ball on West Central's 29-yard line. He sets his man in motion. There's a fumbled snap. He pounces on it immediately. I don't know who has it.
Winamac got back on. Jaden Jones there on the recovery.
Whew. Boy, this is getting intense here. It'll be 3rd and 5 as Cash Roth almost fumbled the snap, but he just fell on it. He just pounced on it immediately and saved the moment with under 2 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Roth looks to throw immediately, and it was dropped. It was thrown out to the right side.
Trying to run a bubble screen there, and so now 4th and 5. And so West Central, big stop here goes a long way to putting this one away. But again, Winamac still has all 3 timeouts. So if you're West Central, you get a stop here, you're still going to have to get a first down to secure this football game.
Well, when Cash Roth threw that ball, he threw it just a little early and ahead of the intended receiver. That was number 9, Max Gearhart, I believe. Or no, number 5, Michael Lamer, my apologies, as they had a chance to talk with each other before the play call here.
And if you're West Central, it's like Winamac going to call a timeout. I was just getting ready to say, if you're West Central, you got to watch for Jaden Jones down the seam again, because that boy's been there a couple times, and they hit it big on the first play of this drive. So, again, oh, boy.
Yeah.
I'm anxious.
Yeah, I'm anxious as well, and I'm not even on the field. So I can only imagine what's going through these young men's minds right now. And, you know, with this young team right here, they have an opportunity to really make something happen here. They've had a rough first half. They brought themselves within 6 points here in the fourth quarter, and they have a chance here with 4th and 5 to really make something happen with 1:51 to go here in the fourth quarter. This is the Battle of Pulaski County. The Tomahawk Trophy is on the line as the Winamac Warriors squad breaks the huddle. From talking with their coaches, it looks like West Central already knows what they're going to line up with on defense. They're waiting that Warrior offense as they break their huddle, and looks like they're getting ready to snap the ball. It's Cash Roth from shotgun. He's got Jaden Jones on his right. No, Jaden Jones is going to take the snap. It's a Wildcat. He runs up to the left side. He's cutting back up to the right. He's going to get the first down and more as he's tackled at about the 18-yard line. First down, Warriors. That is the one they needed.
Yeah, Winamac went bunch trips to the left in the Wildcat formation there, and just Jaden Jones got to the outside. First down. So here we go.
All right. Takes the snap. It's a Wildcat again with Jaden Jones as there's flags on the play, but he continues to run as he crosses the 20-yard line, and we will see what the flag in fact is.
I think both of these penalties will be against the Warriors. I think the first is a false start or illegal shift, and the second one might be a hold or a chop block.
Well, I'm not going to lie, Chris. This game went by very fast. I can't believe there's only 1:26 to go in the whole game, as we've been broadcasting for just under 3 hours already. 2 hours and 50 minutes to be exact. But today's game has really gone pretty fast as we thank the Stark County Co-op, your local agricultural cooperative that offers an array of service and support, including grain, agronomy, seed, fuel, and LP Petroleum. Call 574-867-2411 to contact the Stark County Co-op.
Okay, so the one official picked up his flag. He counted only 5 men on the line, or 6 men on the line of scrimmage. So him and the other side judge talked that over and worked that out. So it wasn't an illegal formation, but there was a hold against Winamac. So that backs them up 10 yards.
So it'll be 1st and 20. Ball on the West Central Trojan 32-yard line. Looks like the Warriors are going to stay with that Wildcat offense as Cash Roth is in the slot out to the right. Jaden Jones takes the snap. Oh, and he's going to fumble it on the play. And the West Central Trojans are going to pick it up. Huge play for the Trojans as they are very excited. And you can see the West Central Trojan faithful on their feet, very excited as the battle for Pulaski County looks like it's going to end with the Tomahawk Trophy heading to West Central. But there's still 1:18 to go. We don't know yet.
Right. You still have to, Winamac has 2 timeouts, so they can stop the clock twice. So, again, very interesting there. Tell you what, you hate to see either one of these teams lose this football game.
I was about to say that.
These kids are these kids are going to be feeling this tomorrow.
I know.
Just a physical football game on both sides.
Well, it came down to the wire. It was every bit as anticipated. And there's still time. 1:18 to go as Connor Marlatt ready to take the snap. He does. Hands off up the middle. He's going to get maybe 5, 6. It takes several Winamac Warriors to bring him down. I didn't catch the number of who was running up the middle there. Looks like that was Kolarski
there on
yep.
the run.
So we got 9. It'll be 2nd and 1 with a minute to go. The clock continues to run. The Warriors are not going to call a timeout. Looks like they're just going to let this one ride. An unfortunate ending here at Roudabush Field in Winamac, Indiana. We thought the Warriors were going to come back and tie the game, but the fumbled snap ends with the West Central Trojans taking over as they are very excited over there on the other side of the field. Marlatt takes the snap. He hands off up the middle, and they're just going to run this clock out. And you can hear the crowd on their feet, the cheer block jumping up and down. The West Central Trojans are going to take the Tomahawk Trophy where they believe it belongs. The final score, 20-14, as the West Central Trojans are going to beat the Winamac Warriors here in Winamac on senior night. A huge win for the Trojans as they move to 6-1 on the season here in Week 7. The Warriors are going to move to 1-6. Huge win for the Trojans. And we will await to see where that Tomahawk Trophy is. As you can see, the cheer block rushing down to the field. They want to support their Trojans. A huge win. And you see the assistant coaches hugging some of the players, just very proud of the Trojans as it was a huge win. I meant to look up the last time the Trojans had won the Tomahawk Trophy, Chris. From what I am understanding, it has been since 2012 since the last time West Central won this game.
Yeah, it's been the better part of a decade, I would say. And again, just a heck of an effort by both teams, really. And the turnovers for Winamac is really the difference in this football game.
Well, we're going to take a break and come back for the Collins Insurance post-game show, as that's going to do it. 20 to as it looks like there's some other extracurriculars out on the field, some players upset with each other on both teams. Boy, when you say rivalry, Chris, you're not joking. These two teams are very chippy at each other. The West Central Trojans are so happy they have this win. I mean, when you don't win in close to 10 years, it means something to you. And these Trojans really wanted it tonight. And we hope nothing serious will come of the altercation after the fact, Chris. But what'd you see down there?
Well, just trying to get the Tomahawk back, and just kids being kids, really, boys being boys. So that's all it comes down to. So, again, Coach Hall here just was handed the Tomahawk Trophy, and going to take it over to his team.
And he ran right over to him as they're jumping up and down around him. They are so excited to bring that Tomahawk Trophy back to West Central. Unfortunate loss for the Winamac Warriors, but the battle for Pulaski County ends with the Trojans beating the Warriors 20-14. We're going to take a break and come right back for the Collins Insurance postgame show. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Last year, Friday nights were still game nights. But one thing was missing. You. This year, tickets to Friday night high school football are available again. And when you buy yours, you're buying so much more than a ticket. You're making a contribution to your community. That's because the proceeds from ticket and concession sales help fund your school's athletic department. This is Friday night. This is your IHSAA.
Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi and Chris McGowan on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Hey folks, Auto Park Fort LaPorte has got some news for you. We now have the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles in LaPorte County. So if you're in the market, come and check us out because right now is the best time to trade in your current vehicle. Not interested in purchasing a vehicle? That's okay. We'll buy yours even if you don't buy ours. Not currently in the market, but your car needs serviced? Come check out our newly renovated service department and let them take care of all your service needs. And remember, we're not just an auto dealer, we're an auto park.
Howard's Marathon in Winamac has a reputation built on getting things done right. With 30 years experience as an ASE Master Auto Technician, Dean Wentz is the right choice for the auto repairs or service. From auto computer diagnostic checks to new batteries and tires, they can take care of it all. Howard's Marathon is a proud supporter of area high school sports and wishes all teams a great season. Howard's Marathon, 121 South Monticello Street in Winamac. Call 574-946-6894.
Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi and Chris McGowan on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Coke knows there's nothing better than the beat of the summer. The beat begins in a simple and mellow place, from low-key to hyped up. So we're helping you and your friends drink it all in with 100 days of the artist's experiences, tracks, and concerts with the best names in music, all at Coke Studio. Drink, scan, and enjoy your Coke so you never miss out on all the amazing offers we're dropping this summer.
Welcome to the Collins Insurance Agency's post-game show. Let's get back to Mitch Columbi and Chris McGowan.
And we're back here at Rowdebush Field as Coach Mark Hall, head coach of the West Central Trojans, gets a Gatorade bath, and another one's coming, Chris. Look out. Look out, Chris. Another one's coming.
Thanks for the heads up.
I didn't want Boy, he's got the Tomahawk Trophy in hand. It's been the first time since 2012, and we are lucky enough to have head coach of the West Central Trojans down on the field with our sideline reporter, sports analyst, Chris McGowan.
All right, Coach Hall, telling you, been a decade since you've possessed that Tomahawk Trophy? How's it feel?
It's been since 12, and it's been a long time, and it feels great right now. We told the kids all week, it's right there for us to go get, and it's our number one goal we set last October is to get the Tomahawk. I'm so happy for these boys that they get to experience it because it has been a long time.
Tell you what, you made it interesting there at the end, giving up the punt return, then 3 and out. Winamac takes it over, but hey, you bent, but you didn't break there in that last defense possession. You forced another turnover. Talk about your defense.
They played great. They've been playing really well all year, and the effort they had tonight, they had 2 scores defensively. I mean, that was huge. It was great. I don't know what to say. They was just an awesome job, and we've had good defense all year, but they played a little bit above and beyond tonight.
Well, go enjoy this with your kids, Coach. Congratulations.
All right, Chris, I appreciate you getting that inside access as that was head coach Mark Hall of the West Central Trojans as they beat the Winamac Warriors 20-14 on senior night here in Winamac. This is the Collins Insurance post-game show as Collins Insurance is part of our sponsorship tonight, taking care of all your insurance needs. That's Collins Insurance supporting local high school sports. We'll be back for the Stark County Co-op play of the game. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKBI.
Collins Insurance Agency in Knox has done it again. They have earned the distinction of preferred agency partner from the Western Reserve Insurance Company.
Can't touch this.
So what does that mean for you? Collins Insurance Agency provides themselves of taking care of its community. That means providing the best insurance that keeps you and your family safe in a time of need. And with this honor, Collins Insurance Agency looks forward to providing Stark and surrounding counties the best customer service you and your family deserve. Collins Insurance Agency in Knox, living the golden rule by treating you like family.
Farm Fertilizers and Seeds is proud to be our area's newest sales representatives for Pioneer Hybrid Seed. This is Andy Abel. Pioneer offers top-of-the-line genetics, a complete portfolio including alfalfa and wheat seed, and cutting-edge seed traits and technologies. Combined with exceptional financing options, Pioneer provides the total package, one that we are proud to be able to offer our customers. If you are currently working with a Pioneer sales representative, you've made a good choice. If you aren't, let Farm Fertilizers and Seeds show you how Pioneer can work on your farm. Call us today at 867-2441 to answer any of your questions.
It's time for the Stark County Co-op Play of the Game. Now, let's return to the voices of WKVI Sports Director Mitch Columbi and Sports Analyst Chris McGowan.
Our Stark County Co-op Play of the Game is brought to you in part by Stark County Co-op, your local agricultural cooperative that offers an array of service and support, including grain, agronomy, seed, fuel, and LP petroleum. Call 574-867-2411 to contact the Stark County Co-op. Chris, the Stark County Co-op Play of the Game is...
It's got to be the fumble recovery here at the end of the game to secure the win. Buzz Beiswinger for the West Central Trojans coming up with the big turnover. Of all the turnovers that Winamac had tonight, that one was actually the biggest because it actually sealed the deal for the Trojans and bringing the Tomahawk back to the west side of the county and the Trojans. So Stark County Co-op Play of the Game is the fumble recovery by Buzz Beiswinger with a minute to go in the fourth quarter.
A huge play by him, and I had a chance to talk with West Central Trojan quarterback Connor Marlatt this past week. Of course, he was our Athlete of the Week. We'll hear his interview tomorrow morning on the Saturday Sports Line. Connor told me in that interview that Buzz Beiswinger is one of those guys that everyone on the team looks up to. He's an encourager in the weight room, just an all-round good person to lead this Trojans team for a win tonight. As we stated, it was 20-7 was the 20-14 was the final score. The Warriors were on their way to hopefully tie and win the game, but then that fumble happened and Buzz Beiswinger was there for the Trojans. We have an update from Knox, from Nathan Welter, their PA announcer. We appreciate him texting me. He said at the 3:44 mark in the third quarter, Knox was up 47-6. Then Pioneer returned the kickoff for a touchdown, making it 47-12 with 2:34 left in the third. Then at the end of the third, it was 47-12. Knox scored again in the fourth, and right now we have them up 53-12 against Pioneer with 9 minutes left to go in that game. So good luck to the Knox Redskins as they're hoping to make that win happen. As we noted, it's a running clock. They're up by that much right now. So a huge time game for the Knox Redskins, and we'll keep an eye on them as we will move forward for our 5-star player of the game next. That was our Stark County Co-op Play of the Game, the fumble recovery by Buzz Beiswinger. We'll be back after these messages. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Since 1936, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning have always taken pride in doing the job right. Third-generation owner Brian Hammond and his family have always set the standard when it comes to taking care of all your heating and cooling needs. Making your home a comfortable home is the absolute top priority. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give them a call at 574-936-4660. Follow them on Facebook. Let Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning help you take control of your comfort.
Time to announce the Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. Mitch.
Thanks, John. It's time now for our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game, given in memory of Ashley Derrickson, a 2008 graduate of North Judson St. Pierre High School who battled cancer throughout her high school career before losing that battle on December 12th of 2008. We'll tell you who's earned that honor after this word from 5-star.
5-Star, the largest meat and grocery store in the area, focused on quality, value, and customer service. The 5 stars in the name of the store come from 5 family members of the original owners serving in World War II, each one represented by a blue star on a flag hanging in the front window of the family home. That's why even decades later, 5-Star is known for its dedication to service. Now that dedication means savings for you. 5-Star, one of the We Care stores, the area's largest meat and grocery store, focused on quality, value, and customer service. Located, you know where, in the Knox Mall.
Welcome back to Roudabush Field here in Winamac, Indiana, as it's time for our 5-star player of the game, our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. And let's send it down to the field at the 48-yard line directly in front of me, sports analyst Chris McGowan.
Ashley Derrickson, 5-star player of the game. Where's number 2 for the West Central Trojans, Aiden White? Had a 37-yard touchdown run for one score, and then had a 98-yard scoop and score as Winamac was going to look like they were going to punch it in and actually take the lead. But he picks up a fumble at the 2-yard line and takes it 98 yards, weaving and bobbing between a bunch of offensive players from the Warriors trying to chase him down, but he ends up taking it to the house for a 98-yard scoop and score. So Aiden White, 2 touchdowns, one on defense, one on offense, and the West Central Trojans are taking the Tomahawk back to the west side.
Well, that's our 5-star, our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game, Aiden White, the senior, as we congratulate him on an excellent game. And you're right, Chris, I was calling his name out all night long as he was all over the field as West Central takes the Tomahawk Trophy where they believe it belongs, on the west side in Pulaski County. This was the Battle of Pulaski County, and the Trojans win it for the first time since 2012.
Aiden White also had an interception, too, as well. And it's Zion Rodriguez. Again, if I had to do a 1A and a 1B, Rodriguez would be there right there defensively with 2 interceptions, and he had a pick 6. So, again, defensively, West Central doing just enough to get it done. Before we get off the air here for the people traveling home, I have a score update from Liberty Field. North Judson now up 49-22 with 9:16 left to go in the fourth quarter.
So it looks like North Judson's going to continue their undefeated streak. As we look at the West Central Trojans now coming off this win against Winamac, they go back home for next week on October 7th. They will host Frontier. Frontier is a good team. We will hear about them tomorrow morning, I'm sure, from Mark Hall. And then the Winamac Warriors, they will travel to Caston next week. So both of those teams look to change things, or the Winamac Warriors hope to turn things around. They really need a win as they've only won one thus far into the season. But they're hoping next week against Caston they can turn things around. And then the Trojans next week at home against Frontier. As that will be our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game, Aiden White. Join us tomorrow morning on the Saturday Sports Line, the longest-running high school sports broadcast in Indiana. We will have our area high school coaches on hand to catch us up on what happened tonight, as we will be going live at 9 a.m. Eastern tomorrow morning on 99.3 FM and streaming online throughout the world at WKVI.com. Follow us on Facebook at Sports to the Max, on Instagram at WKVI Sports, and on Twitter at KVB Sports for all Kankakee Valley Broadcasting sports content. For our in-game producer, Chris DeGard, our sports analyst, Chris McGowan, our in-game announcer, John Thompson, I am Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues. This is Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKBI.
Thank you for listening to High School Football on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Sponsored in part by Coca-Cola, Culver Portside Marina, Nepco Crane and Equipment Services, specializing in mobile crane service, Dairy Queen of Winamac, Patrick Auto Group, Farm Fertilizers, First Farmers Bank and Trust, Lawrence Farms, Mark's Body Shop in Knox, Zingo Express, Pulaski Memorial Hospital, Stark County Co-op, Ancilla College, the Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen, Standard, Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, Collins Insurance, Howard's Marathon of Winamac, and 5-Star. We thank our sponsors for their dedication in supporting local high school sports.